So I'll recap from last time really quick for us. You guys just finished up this, I say dungeon. It was a pyramid in all sense of, realism. Hired by Mr. Solder Brazish. He's an author and a historian out of a city called Kalan in the Sabrine region, which borders this Paranum desert. You guys went on your mission for the school, met up with Dr. Brazish. He took you to a historical site that he wanted to sort of explore, but he knew would be kind of dangerous. So you guys were his essentially bodyguards or meat shields, whatever you want to call it. You guys go through the various levels, defeating a couple of monsters. There's a sort of construct golem-like baddie in there that you guys defeat, solve a couple puzzles, get to the top, and learn that this was not necessarily a temple, but more like a burial site for some esteemed person connected to this religion of Paranum. Not Paranum themselves, but, someone of historical note that has since faded and been lost for a while. Brazish, still up in the temple, is taking his last couple of notes as you guys sort of walk outside, leaving and exiting this grave site, I guess. As you guys are walking outside, the most recent thing that has happened is you looted the top area where some of these sarcophagi had, gold and jewels. There were a couple of weapons, those headbands that you guys took that you're not sure what they do yet. But you guys are walking outside after having a bit of a conversation about, hey, should we take all of this loot? Until eventually you guys were like, oh, we're just stuffing it in the bag and leaving. You guys leave. You go outside. The carriage is still there. I'll let you guys decide from here. Do we just start heading back to the city, or are you guys talking about anything before Brazish gets back?
Marcel will be acting weird because he's wearing his headpiece.
Yeah, can you describe how it looks again?
It's an ornate bronze headpiece that simulates a bird. We're not sure which type of bird, just a bird. For all we know, it could be a stork or an eagle or maybe a hummingbird. We don't know.
I will say that it's very hawk-like. Like, it has the curved and pointed beak down. It's got, like, the very narrow eyes right here. And then it sort of plumes up and spreads out sort of on the back of the head.
I was hoping for flamingo, but we could do hawk. And as he wears this helmet and he's walking towards you, he seems to have different mannerisms as he usually does. Seems more composed and calm. And he turns to Leo. Hello, Leo. I know of you. And the rest of you.
Marcel, what the fuck?
Ah, yes, the host. Yes, I'm bargaining for a bit.
Oh. Okay.
What?
I don't... I like it. I like it.
Yes. We
look
shall
good.
go to this arena that Marcel keeps speaking about in the back of my mind, and I shall introduce myself to his world once more.
Wait. You're Marcel.
That's Marcel. He's in the back of... I'm trying to keep him hidden, but in deep inside the recesses of my existence. But it seems to keep screaming that he wants to do an arena. And I think that'll be an opportune time to reveal myself to his world as I have returned.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, sorry. My name is Chimerical.
I'm sorry. Could you do that slower? Just a little slower.
A little slower for your minds.
Maybe spell it out too.
Okay, I can spell that for you.
Yeah.
Using the common tongue, it's spelled Chimerical. Chimera. I am Chimerical, the great bird king of the seven skies. And
Can we just call you Kai?
Kai. I think that could fit.
So when's Marcel coming back, Kai?
You want him back?
I mean, that's up to myself.
Like, he like his neck like completely twists backwards, and then you hear like some whispering. And then it's not towards back. The helmet's taken off. So guys, when are we gonna leave the pyramid? Hey, you're inside.
Wait,
Is
I
this guy
thought
still
you were
there?
joking.
Is this
Did
part
we
of the
take
pyramid
him
trap?
to get like some sort of psychiatric evaluation?
I was gonna ask if he does this a lot.
Psychiatric. That's a funny word. That doesn't exist. We use leeches. Truly top tier medical abilities.
And I see the no, you know what, never mind. I think you should put that away for a little bit. Yeah?
But it's so fun.
I know, I get it.
Or maybe food thought, yeah, just maybe put it back in the sarcophagus because I don't think we should have taken anything from there anyways.
But didn't we just take a lot of stuff from there, including 4 short swords?
I didn't take anything. I think all of it should be put back.
Keeping this it's nice and pretty. He puts it in like behind him.
I mean, I just think it's pretty disrespectful to take something from a burial place, even if it is however many fucking years old.
Then they should have better traps.
I don't know. I only helped open up the sarcophagus because I thought the gnome guy was just gonna like study it or whatever. I didn't think you guys were gonna take anything.
I'm keeping this. You can't convince me otherwise.
Well,
I don't think we're going to be putting back the short swords. One, Marcel's already tinkered with one. And two, our party needs a little bit of an upgrade.
Well, you can keep that for yourself.
That's fine.
I'm fine without taking anything.
So you don't want a share of the gold then?
Yeah, we can keep the gold. We could do that.
I don't want anything.
What use is it doing in a dead man's coffin?
Who may or may not have slaves.
Kinda-
I don't know. I just think it's disrespectful.
does Kai have slaves?
He was buried with that stuff, so he should keep
No,
it.
it's Kai.
Really?
Besides, do you want to take a look at the helmet
Can
thing?
we
Sure.
do
Can I,
something to
I'll just detect magic on it.
Yeah, which
I'll
ability
say
are you
so-
using? Because I know we have a couple of different options for Rosaria specifically. Which one are you using in this instance?
I'll just do detect magic to see if there's any magic on it.
Sure. I'm gonna pull Juan into. Oh no, you sent me a message. Now you cast detect magic and nothing pops up. As a matter of fact, you cast detect magic and you guys having the loot from the bag of holding, even if you don't have it all in there, you would know that a lot of the items you grabbed are magical. Like 3 of the short swords, one of them no longer is since it touched Marcel's sword. So there's some interesting stuff there. But the headbands and the bracers are both magical as well, if you didn't already assume that. But the mask, nope. It's just decorative, ritualistic, I guess.
As far as I can tell, there's no magic on it, but I also don't know if curses count as magic. So, that's a Lucian question.
Well, Marcel, maybe just don't put it on until we can check. You were acting a little weird.
That's a lot for you.
He's like still thinking, like, how did I get out of there?
At this point in the conversation, Brazish comes out of the bottom of the pyramid sort of walking, shielding his face from the sun as he not even really jogs, just quickly walks over towards you guys, his little footsteps clinking against the stone. And he comes up to you guys with the satchel jangling over his shoulder, and he says, right, well, are we prepared to be off? Are we ready?
We're going to the arena.
Oh, we?
Well, first, I think we should have maybe the rest and stuff. Then go to the arena.
You guys can have so much fun with that. Right. He hops into the carriage and gets in his little spot, and he brings him some of his notes and immediately starts, finishing up what he was writing and cross-examining some of the stuff that he has. At which point, if you guys are ready, you can all file into the carriage behind him and head off back to the city.
All right, Marcel, go inside the carriage.
So does Ava.
Yeah, same.
I'll kind of wait to see what Gwen does, and I'll get on if she does.
Why me?
Because you're the one
kids.
mad at the group right now.
I mean, you guys are adults and can make your own decisions. So I'm just going on the wagon.
I'll get on.
Yep, same.
Cool. So you guys all sit in on the ride back, which lasts, a couple of hours, like the way there. To recap what you guys got from the temple thing, I guess. The main items were the gold, which I sent in the chat. It was 211 gold pieces, 673 silver, 558 copper. If you guys want to dump that all in the bag of holding or distribute it, I'll leave that up to you guys. There's also the 3 magical short swords, 1 non-magical, the 2 headbands, and the 1 set of bracers, as well as that weird, opal gem that you guys got out of the hammer that you also kept. All of that you guys have. If you want to divvy up the gold, you can just jump in the bag holding, and then as soon as y'all want to fast forward to call on, be my guest.
I divvied up the gold and everything except I kept Gwen's portion. And I put that in the chat, so everyone should have seen that last week.
Yeah, 35 gold, 112 silver, 93 copper. All of you guys can add that. And then, anything else you guys want before we get back to the city? Or are you guys just, kind of resting on the ride?
I was going to offer one of the magic short swords to Athera and then one to Ava, but Ava has to answer a few questions before I give it to her.
Seems unfair.
What's
You
4
just give it
plus
to me.
Go.
I'll just give it. I'll pull out both from the bag of holding, give one to you if you want it, and then for Ava,
I go to grab for it when I see you just gave it to her.
you try to grab it and you notice my hand isn't letting go of it, and I'll say, "So, you're not much for the Church of Peron, but you're from there. Seems interesting."
I guess so. What's it to you?
Why are you from the church, but you have no devotion to the god?
Circumstances?
Yeah, we all have them. And that's what I'm asking about.
They took me in when I was orphaned. I don't really remember, but I knew that they raised me. I questioned a lot of the teachings growing up, their ways, their laws. But I was really just met with a slap on the wrist, and that's just the way it is. Doesn't mean I agreed. And as I grew, I saw things, and I knew it was smarter to act like a good devout follower and wait for a chance to leave, which is what I did.
And you're not going back?
Not willingly.
And if I give this to you, Are you going to use it against me? Are you going to use it against Leo or anyone else in the party?
No. Why would I do that?
Shorty, can I cast our other spell?
Yeah, go ahead. Run me the description again. Just because I remember helping you make these, but I don't remember which is which ever.
It's detect evil and good, and we reflavored it as essentially I'm detecting their alignment.
Yeah. So I will let, obviously this is kind of over the table, but in this instance, you are using, is it the spell? It's a spell, right?
It's the spell. I accidentally cast the wrong spell. Don't worry about that.
No worries. Danny, I'll let you answer this. We are sort of changing up detect evil and good to more align it to like, does this person have good intentions? Very similar to how like alignment works, with it being like, are they selfish or selfless? Do they want good things or bad things to happen? You don't have to use alignment if you don't want to, but how would you describe where Ava stands in terms of like, how much does she care about helping other people versus herself? Would she put other people at her expense to help herself? Does she want good for other people, or does she want to hurt other people? Kind of how does she fall in that reign?
I think at the moment, she's more of a neutral. Just trying to figure things out, what she thinks is wrong and right, and not like what she's been told is and is not. She's not completely selfish. She wouldn't just hurt somebody to hurt somebody, even if it did benefit her in some way. Like, she has some morals.
I think with that, he'll let it go and just say, you stab any of us in the back, you're coming down with me.
All right. Well, same for you, I guess.
Oh, you'll see me coming if I choose to.
You would
always see
also
him
see
coming.
me coming.
You'll hear him coming too.
Yeah.
I'm going to read my book now.
Good job.
Your
I like that
split
one.
book.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you have the +1 short sword. And there's still one in the bag for someone else.
Cool. So you guys sort of settle into the carriage. If you guys have anything else that you specifically want to do on the ride back, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, it's going to be, 3 or 4 hours until you're back at Kalon. So you guys just kind of sit, occasionally chat. Marcel checks out his little headpiece. Ava, you're probably like, flourishing the sword just a little bit, moving it around. But you guys arrive back to Kalon. Very similar to the day before. It's kind of getting darker. The sun is still out, but it is definitely like reaching the horizon, hitting that sort of golden hour time in the late afternoon. I would assume that you guys are all but starving. You're a little tired because even though you're sitting down in the carriage, it's still like hot and arid. So you guys get back to Kalon later in the afternoon, free to rest and chill, or to take some sort of overnight passage back to Sabrine, or you could even head back, I guess, to the school if you wanted to. But I will say that as you guys arrive back in Kalon, Brazish, as he notices that you guys are getting closer, looks at you guys and he says, right, well, I guess when we arrive back, there's no reason for me to keep you any longer than you need to be here. I desperately appreciate the help. I will be sending a payment for the quest to the school, in which I believe you guys should receive some sort of partial payment from, and then obviously you can keep everything that we had. I took it in my notes. Nothing seemed of high religious value, and that which did, I fear I may not get back, but it is little to be amiss. It is fine. So if you guys need anything before you leave, feel free to, stop by the house. Otherwise, it's much appreciated. And send my regards to Professor Barron.
All right.
Good meeting you.
It was great to meet you all. And you guys the carriage parks, the driver lets you guys know that you're there. You guys all hop out, and Brazish gives you guys like a polite little wave as he heads off back to his house, walking and still excitedly going through some notes. You're left out in the streets of the soon-to-be dark city of Kalan.
Let's go find a place to rest and get some food.
Sounds good to me.
Definitely.
For sure.
Food first.
You guys find a nice little restaurant, not too far from where you are, or from the, inn that you guys stayed at. Pretty nice looking. It's like 2 stories. Got a lot of round tables inside, big windows on the outside. Still this like sandstone aesthetic that everything has going for it. You guys walk in a nice tan elvish lady with her hair pulled back. Seats you guys at a table big enough for the 6 of you. You guys sit there. She takes your drink and food order, and then you guys can kind of just get whatever you want.
So, Gwen, why were you opposed to taking all that stuff?
I just still think it's disrespectful, right? If someone looted my home or, my family, you probably wouldn't be able to hold me back. I'd be fucking fuming. And I know the sarcophagus is years old, but it's still just the concept,
I don't think they care. They're long dead in an afterlife that is either far worse than this life and they're dreading it, or far better and they care little for it.
Concept's still the same to me. If they were meant to be buried with that stuff, then they should have kept it.
Look, I don't think taking some jewelry, and I stare at Marcel's mask, was necessarily the right thing. But the magic items, the swords, we need them.
I don't know if it's necessarily a need.
Well, I don't know how much Leo's told you, but he needs help, and he needs a lot of it.
And what does robbing a sarcophagus have to do with helping Leo?
Leo, have you not told them?
What are we talking about?
The thing you need help with, that you seem wholly dependent upon me for?
I thought everyone knew.
He's pregnant.
What?
Whoa.
Thank you, Marcel.
Child support is a troublesome thing, so he needs as much he can get.
Is that a thing with
Actually,
orcs?
accurate.
Half orcs, maybe.
This conversation has gone awry.
I always Marcel on that mask around.
No, Lucilda's missing. I don't know if you all knew that already.
Yeah.
Getting
what I thought.
A's, right? If we find her.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what we're told.
Does it matter in what condition we find her?
Okay.
Probably a lot.
Well, that's fucked up.
Probably
I'm
a
just
lot.
asking.
Hopefully,
It'd be
yeah,
really
she's
nice to have her alive. Just
Yeah, we would like to.
We
really
know
want
her.
alive.
she's a class.
How long has she been missing?
too long.
We
We need to save her.
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks, yeah.
How long have you known about this?
For 1 week.
One.
And you didn't just drop everything to go help her? You said
We
you're
did.
friends?
Up until the mission.
I'm going to do a tiny bit of like retconning, because when we did that whole downtime thing, when you guys started investigating this, we were doing things completely out of order. I would say that as of right now, I think it is Saturday in game, if I'm correct. You guys probably have known that she's missing, or like have been investigating it at least for less than a week for sure. Like you guys probably started on that like Tuesday, started actually poking around and looking into things, but you've noticed that she's been gone for a little over a week. It was just maybe she was sick, but then she still didn't show up to stuff, so you got a little concerned. So yeah, just under a week.
Okay, maybe a few days.
What?
Time is usually of importance with these things.
And,
Gwen's
to
not
fair,
good with time.
we didn't have
I'm not
any
even
leads.
going.
Sorry.
I've been saying that, honestly. No one's been
Oh.
listening to me.
I've been
Look,
listening.
remember,
Your
Leo, we
points
didn't
are
have much
valid.
leads to find her.
Apparently, you have not, Rosari.
We did tell the professors and who else did we tell Rosari's? Echo.
I have Echo looking into the upperclassmen that Leo is not mentioning that we think kidnapped her. That's what we need help with, since Leo doesn't
Reggie.
seem to want to do it.
Yeah, over the table. I totally forgot his name.
Reggio and his roommate.
Yes, we did.
And what is
Get
your
down there,
plan
Joel.
then when we get back?
Echo's ideally tracking them and figuring out where they're going, and whenever we get back, we'll figure out where we think she's being held, and from there, it'll probably be a fight.
We just need to find Lasilda, honestly.
Marcel, if you have anything to say, put the mask on the table far away from you.
Can we
Agreed.
maybe use like a sending spell and maybe communicate with her?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, if only we had Lucian that could talk to us about spells.
Or there's other wizard, Lucian. He's not the only person in our school.
But he is the one in our party.
Sometimes.
Try really hard not to make any comments about that. Other than the fact that if you guys go back to the school, I am fully prepared to kite Lucian and use him. So like he is going to be involved. You guys can still absolutely rely on Lucian. It's not like I'm trying to just stick him to the side.
Come on.
I'm sick.
So, are we saying maybe we should wrap things up here and go back to the Masilda problem, or?
As quick as possible.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with Leo if it's really a good friend of yours, anyways.
We can always come back to the arena.
We can come back as soon as we're done, Marcel, I promise.
No, don't worry. Friends first.
I appreciate you.
Always.
I will also
Then
put a tiny bit of information in y'all's mind as you're having this conversation. You guys get breaks at the school. Like a lot of the times, the like 1 week spring break or the 1 week fall break in between like the halfway part of the semester, you don't really usually have missions for that. And then summer, obviously, completely free. So, maybe you guys have some pit stops to make during one of those.
I don't know, DM. Some stuff gets derailed.
Oh no, it's not like I don't have an entire world for y'all to explore.
Truth.
So should we finish up our meal and use these stones? We can always sleep in our real beds instead.
That's true.
Yeah.
That sounds very nice.
What? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
Well,
Ava,
if
real
Gwen's
quick.
done eating.
Gwen,
I'm finishing up this plate, and so's him. He's finishing his too. And she points at the floor.
I look down. Oh, okay.
so-
Yeah.
Did you move in with Thatch, or like what happened?
Oh, no.
there?
No. I don't even think I know a Thatch, but I have my own private room. Lucky me.
I mean,
What?
isn't it weird that
I know,
does the
right?
school does the school have co-ed dorms?
I've no clue.
Oh,
The school has co-ed
I'm-
dorms in the matter of like people all live on the same floor, but in individual rooms, I guess not.
Okay.
Okay.
why?
I
wanna
was
have a
wondering,
sleepover?
'cause- Oh, we could.
I have a whole bag of suckers and chocolate. And I
Here.
look down at Zim. You can eat some too.
What, Marcel? What?
Go with that.
Okay,
You guys
you
should have
won me
fun.
over.
and we would have fun, right?
I
Leo,
don't think I
sorry.
should get in on that.
Come on,
Are we
Athena.
having a sleepover?
Yeah, let's have a sleepover. Oh, wait, no, wait. Friend
that's
first.
nice.
We have 2 beds.
Well, there's yeah, there is a floor.
I'll
Where's
sleep
the
on the
floor?
floor. I don't
We still
mind.
have our
In your own room.
adventuring gear. We have our sleeping bags.
I'm a very generous host.
Or we could share a bed, but I'd probably knock you
No,
off.
no,
doing this.
I will take the floor. It's fine.
Don't worry, Leo Resorts. We can all share a bed.
What? No, let's find
I'm-
Matilda. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
let's-
Oh, all right.
All right, let's finish eating and go.
If we get Lucian, then we could be like a pack of sardines.
What is happening?
What?
Oh my god.
It's like a single bed too.
You guys put the beds
You
beside
need
each
to
other and then sleep
come tuck
sideways on them.
You all in.
Yeah, like face to
Wait,
head.
does Zim go with them or does he stay with us?
Zim is with us.
Yeah.
They're not taking him.
Zim usually sleeps with me or on the floor, whatever he wants.
You didn't get him his own bed.
He steals blankets. That's good enough. Sometimes he even tries to steal Delphina's bed, but
You know,
talk
he's
about
gonna
that.
get big, right?
I would assume so. I hope he doesn't
I
stay
hope so.
small.
That's kind of depressing.
That'll be a problem when it becomes
Yeah,
a
good luck with
problem.
that.
But not right now.
Hey, Leo, how long does it take
Yeah.
for a dragon to become adult size?
Well, why are you asking me?
You seem knowledgeable. I'd expected you to know things.
I don't know that one. Hey, Gwen, how long does it take a dragon
Wait,
to become
Gwen
adult?
would-
What? Did you ask a dragon born? Oh, okay. That's
Well, for Dragonborn, it's like, you're pretty
You
much
got
an
caught in my
adult
trap.
like anyone else, like a human, whatever, all right? 10, 18, whoa, you're an adult. Probably don't fully develop until you're like, I don't know, in your mid-20s, somewhere around there. For a dragon, I have no fucking clue. You racists.
Racist.
How am I?
Yeah, Leo, you're the racist.
I don't feel like that makes me racist. And standing stone right now.
There you go.
Doesn't pay for his meal. He's gone.
Hey, I'm gone.
Two things really quick. Two questions. One, Gwen, if you'd like to rack your mind for like stories from home about how long dragons live or how long they take to mature, you can absolutely give me like a history check. Or if you want to do one that's more wisdom based, if you can think of a different skill. Survival could work. I feel like it'd be something that you're proficient in that would be wisdom based. So if you want to do that, we might not call it survival, but you can roll survival. Other than that, you guys have mentioned returning home really quick. Do you guys pay for your food before you go?
Marcel will pay for Lee.
Fantastic.
And also himself. It's not like he's like, I don't deserve
I will let you know it's going to be like a negligible amount to what you guys just got, but per person, it's probably going to be like full meal and drink is like 5 silver.
Okay. Oh, we got that. 10 silver.
I did roll a 19 for survival.
Oh, okay. So I'll say that the reason that you kind of retorted back to them of how am I supposed to know is because all you really know is like folklore and legends, because people actually seeing a real life dragon, basically unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
But from your village, you guys know that some dragons were quoted to live like thousands of years, if not be basically immortal. But by the time they reached like full grown adulthood, they would have to be like a couple hundred years old, typically like 200, 250, before they're
Okay.
considered like our adults, but then they could still get older than that. So just kind of throwing some numbers out there. All right,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay, how about preteen? Where we're looking there.
No clue. Back
With-
home, I did hear stories that like they live for pretty much forever. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it'd take a really long time for him to turn into an adult.
Of Marcel just disappears.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you guys are ready, you crush the sending stones, and then like a little bit of almost like a spell appears in your hand, and then you can just either like press it to yourself, someone else, and you guys just disappear, fully gone.
Hey, can I order another plate real quick?
You call the waitress over. She lets you order another plate. She's like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Here's some money, and then I crush the stone.
Sure. Absolutely. So I'm gonna say,
while holding Zim too, just to
Yeah.
preface.
Yeah, Zim is like, wait, no.
so I will say in this instance, with you and Zim being magically connected, I will let this affect the both of you. So one returning stone, both of you transport back as long as you're like making contact with each other. Sure, easy. Do any of you not transport back or do anything before you go? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, you guys transport back and you guys are in the not middle of campus. You transport back to the middle of the courtyard area in between all the academic buildings. So, to your left, you see the West Wing with all of the like Paladin and Fighter classes. To your right, you see the East Wing with a lot of the just like general classrooms like Rogues, Rangers, if they need to go in there, stuff like that. You got the North Tower up sort of between the two off to the left a little bit, and then the big academic building with the library and stuff behind you. You guys are on the center of campus. It's, dark right now. The sun just went beyond the horizon, so there's still some of those like blues and purples in the sky. It is significantly cooler now than it was 30 seconds ago. And you guys breathe sort of a, almost like a sigh of relief coming back to campus after a not long mission, but surely one that was fulfilling and tiring. So where are we going from here, gang?
Before we go anywhere,
Then pop in a minute.
ransacking that bag of holding for my armor. Give me that bag.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, do you want the bag of hold?
First thing back, immediately Rosarius is strapping pieces of metal to himself.
As I want to, I'm like, oh, this is Leo. I throw it at him. Just I
See
I'm gonna
Gwen
start putting
pop
my
in a
armor on
minute
too.
later holding like a fresh big plate of food.
That
is definitely a good
Normal.
thing. Interesting. I'm just like
Normal.
Yeah.
putting on armor, just like, yep, that checks out.
I got a free plate, guys.
how'd you get it for
Put it
free?
in my room. I didn't give the plate back. It's my plate now.
Oh, the
Yeah.
plate is free.
Yeah.
I got what you're saying.
Not the food, the plate.
Yeah.
The
No,
plate,
Yeah.
not the food. What?
I also got this
I
fork.
guess in your stomach.
What'd you say?
What?
Oh.
What do you say?
You, Marcel, what'd you say?
What do you say? That's what I said.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah.
I don't
How
fucking
much?
know.
How much psychic damage am I taking?
As much as you want.
This
All right, so Rosarius, you put your armor back on. I'm going to say that at this point, if you guys want to divvy up anything in the bag of holding, you can. But yeah, you guys just had the conversation about Lucilda being missing and you guys poking around, asking Echo for help, Reggio being a potential lead, and his roommate Oramin. Are we splitting up? We sticking together? Where are we going? Like, who already knows what they want to do?
Well, Marcel still said maybe we could find a sending, someone who could use a sending spell, and we could just contact them.
So are we jumping right into this, or do we need to rest first?
I thought we were going to sleep and having a sleepover.
And now I'm kind of tired.
As much as I would love that, these things are very time sensitive. If she's in danger, I don't know this person, but if you guys care about her. Or
Yeah,
we
I
could
care
just
about a
sleep
lot
and
of
say
people.
fuck it.
It's up to you guys. And Gwen just shoved some food in her mouth from her plate.
I mean, we do have to save her.
Yes, we are.
So, setting spell?
If you want to do that, I'll go see if Echo's back on campus, and we can meet back up at the base of the.
I'll grab Leo. Come here, Leo.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Because you know everything about her. You know her more than I do. So you're probably the best person to talk to. Like, if we do have someone who can cast a sanity spell.
Sure.
So, yeah, Marcel and Leo will try St. Lucian?
Yeah.
Or yeah, I didn't know if he's off table or
I'm gonna say, go ahead, give me an investigation check with advantage just to determine like how fast you guys find him, because you're not really sure where he is, but you know a couple of spots. He likes the library, the North Tower, and his room. Roll me an investigation check, and we'll see if you guys just get lucky finding him.
God, I'm so glad that Marcel's the one who has to do investigation.
We need to get you like that headband of intellect or something.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Let's go.
The,
easy.
Hey, Shorty. Hey, shut up, Shorty.
You're right. I'll shut up now. You guys watch as Marcel and Leo, you guys begin heading out. You're kind of like deciding where to go.
Since our coven.
Yeah, your Lucian senses tingle. You guys decide, all right, I'm going to go check the library. And as you're walking through the courtyard to the building right beside you at the library, Lucian walks out sort of like in a hurry with a couple of books in his arms and then almost bumps into you as you approach out the door. So all of you are still in the courtyard at this point. He almost bumps into you, Marcel, and he's like, oh, hi, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you walking there. How was the mission? I heard you guys left from Professor, was it Rykor's office?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, points to Leo. Leo, do you know your friend name again? I can never pronounce her name.
Lysilda.
There we go.
Yes.
Do you know someone could cast a sending spell?
I know people who could cast it right now. I'm not sure, but if you are in a hurry and need it done tonight, I could get a scroll for it and cast it. It's not something that I just have in my repertoire right at the moment, no.
No, we can definitely do that. In fact, Leo can even pay for it if it has to.
Great.
Yeah.
I could probably convince one of the upperclassmen to give it to me for 350 gold.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Perfect. Good job, Leo.
I mean, you are asking for
What?
I
I don't
quite-
have that much money.
powerful magic. The other alternative would be I could try to find Cilia. She's surely around campus somewhere. I'm
Let's
sure
do
she
that.
has it. Great.
Oh, sure, Cilia.
If you guys want to come with me, I'm assuming she is probably in either her dorm or in Baron's office.
Okay, let's go.
Great. All right. He sets his books in his bag and he's like, I can put this on pause later. He picks up his his spell book, his journal, and then you guys watch as Quill just sort of like writes a note down for him. He shuts it, sets it, and he's like, right, follow me. And you guys head off towards Baron's office. So that covers you two and Lucian. The other four of you, where are y'all headed?
I'm going to see if Echo is back from her mission.
Sure. You head back to her room, and she does not have a roommate. It's just her name that's sort of on the door. You give it a knock, and you don't hear a response. You wait 30 seconds, knock again, still no response.
Okay. Yep, this sucks. I guess I'll start heading towards whichever is closer between Baron Tower and the Magic Dormitory.
Sure. I will ask the rest of you, Gwen, Ava, Athera, are you guys going with Rosaries, with the other group, or are you guys starting that sleepover early?
I'm looking at the both of them. Kind of like, so you want to help them, or Gwen, you did say that you came here to help people, and if this girl is kidnapped, then she does need help, yeah?
Yeah, I was helping before we left for the mission, so
I'll do that.
Gwen just kind of follows the direction that Rosaries went.
What about you, Ava? Are you helping?
That's what I was getting at, is that we should, right? She's kind of like questioning.
You don't seem certain.
I think we should.
Okay, I'll follow you. Who do you want to help?
Well, I don't know her at all, so Rosaries is probably the... You already left, Marcel. Rosaries is probably the best bet.
So we have to follow Gwen. I'll just start walking out that way.
Unless you want to come with me and maybe we could check out his room and sneak around.
Whose room?
The guy that they said.
Oh.
Though you did trip when you tried to sneak with me that one time.
Just lead the way.
All right. Wait, I don't know where I'm going.
That's gonna
Do
be
you know-
problematic.
This is. Do you know what class he is? Do you know anything?
Is there any way that I would know anything?
I will ask. You guys did have this conversation. I know you didn't directly say it, but Rosarius, how much information did you give them about everything? Like, would you have gone into such detail to say, like, he lives in this building or he's this class?
I would have probably said one's a fighter, one's a barbarian. They're roommates.
Well then, to the, I don't know what hall that is, but
That would.
Hit
I
them
don't
as
know
hard
the-
as you can.
the towers or whatever.
It's most martial characters are in the same hall, so you could guess they're in the same hall as me.
Yeah, it would be Placides, most likely.
Placides Hall it is.
So we have 3 different groups going right now, all sort of off on their own tangential part to this. I say we leave this up to a roll to see which group we start getting to first. With that being said, I'll ask like the person who initiated each group. So we'll have, we'll say Leo roll a d20, Rosari's roll a d20, and I'm gonna let Ava roll the d20 for y'all's group.
Natural 20, bitch.
Ooh.
Okay. Damn it. You win. Now, you didn't even give me a
How about that?
chance. Got a 9.
I'm real excited. That might be my first nat 20.
That's 20. Shut up.
You got a 12, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Leo, Rosarius, and then Ava in that order. Leo and Marcel, you guys are following Lucian off to Baron Tower where he believes that Cilia will be. You guys watch as he walks up to the door, knocks quickly 3 times, and then like taps the door knocker, and it sort of lights up and activates. It glows just a little bit with some magic, and he says, it's me, Lucian. I was hoping that Cilia is here. If she is, I have a favor to ask. My party members are back, and we have some things to look into about a classmate. And then the door knocker just, all right, come on in. And then the door swings open. He motions to you guys to follow, leads you up to Baron's office, which is empty other than Cilia sitting off in a corner, sort of like with a book up, her feet propped up on a bookshelf, as you guys see her most of the time doing. She looks over and she's like, shuts her book. Hey, you know, interesting seeing you guys here on a weekend at night. What can I do for you? And Lucian kind of just defers to you guys.
Matilda's missing and we need help with a sending spell.
She pauses for a second, sort of like running her finger down the book, thinking, and she says, I can do that. Yeah. Sure. While I prep it, do you want to give me any information about this that might help? And if you have anything of hers that would help me send the spell. She goes through
letter.
Baron's stuff and starts gathering like scrolls and ingredients and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, a letter. Go on. Yeah."
Yeah, I have this letter that she sent me. I know. I think she went out with Reggio. And that's our prime suspect right now. And I've also been having dreams about her.
You can keep that to yourself. We didn't.
Not like that. Not like that, Joel.
Like Marcel Chan is exactly like that. He's asking someone facial.
No, I'm not that. No, stop.
That's what it feels like. There's someone else.
Lucian pipes up and he's like, Celia, I would love to have offered assistance to them, but I have not quite gotten to the level that you're at yet. She says, no, don't worry. Baron has plenty of sending scrolls around here. Just she pops one out from like a chest that's on one of the bookshelves, and she's like, if he misses it so much, I'll make him another one some other time. She pulls it out, flattens it against the desk, and she's like, right. So, limitations of the spell. If you can give me like a 25-word message and give me the letter to hold while I send it, I should be able to get it to her pretty easily. She can respond back with the 25-word message, or, 25 or shorter. So if you want to go ahead and decide on what to say, I'll just read it off right there.
Cool. Is there anything else I should say besides where are you?
You're Leo. Let's not scare the poor woman, not thinking that she might have words in her head.
Okay.
Explain that you have been missing for a while. Is there anything we should know about? I mean, do you know where you're at? No. And do you know who took you?
Okay.
I think that's enough words.
Cool. Yes. Lasilda, it's Leo. Where are you? Are you in trouble? And who took you?
Celia counts it up. She's like, yeah, sure. It's just under 25. She jots it down on a piece of paper so she doesn't forget. She says, you sure that's it? Nothing else?
Well, she only could respond with 25 words, right? So we can't really.
Yeah. Good point. She says, yeah, sure. She places her hand on the scroll, and you guys watch as a little flash of magic. Her eyes glow white just a little bit, just like Carson Loomis's did whenever he was casting spells for you guys. The ink on the parchment burns and singes and disappears. The parchment's left unharmed, but like the ink fades and burns magically. And then you hear her recite everything you just said. Lasilda, it's Leo and Marcel. Are you safe? Where are you? What happened? Who took you? I think that was all you guys asked. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. She sends that and she says, all right, it should just be a moment before we hear a response if she's able to respond.
Yeah, that's a good point. If she responds.
If she responds, we'll have to wait. You guys sit there for, a minute or two until eventually Celia's like perks up. She says, oh, wait, hold on. Her eyes are up. She's listening in her head. She's like, all she said was, Leo, Marcel, and that's it. Some grumbling, your names. Didn't seem like she was able to respond very well.
But we do know that she's alive.
She is alive, otherwise she wouldn't have responded. But that is interesting.
Did it sound like she was in pain?
It sounded very groggy, like she might be super drunk.
Or drugged.
Or drugged. Maybe.
Or drunk and drugged. She had a really hard party.
Could be. Well, I mean, if you guys need any other help, I'll gladly lend my assistance. I'm a good friend of Lucian, good classmate, and I'd also just like to help people, so I hope everything's okay. Lucian gives her a wave, and he's like, thank you, Celia.
I wish we had like 100 sending scrolls. We can just send 100 to Reggie or whatever his name is, and just keep spamming it. It's like, hey, where are you? Where are you? That would be fair. But
now let's go meet up with Hasaris and see if anything's going on with Echo.
Celia looks back at the chest with the sending scrolls, and there's about like 7 or 8 propped in there. She took one out, so it brings it down to 7. She takes another one, and she's like, I'm going to give this to you guys. If any of you are capable of using it, be my guest. If not, Lucian, consider it a gift. You can put it in your spell book, and you'll have to spend the money to get the ink and enchant it, but there you go.
Thank you.
Okay. So we know she's still alive, and that's also very important. So let's head back to Reglarius, as you said.
Yep. With that, you guys head out, and Lucian sort of puts his hand on Leo's shoulder, and he's like, I I'm sorry, I haven't been part of the group too much recently. This seems very important to you all, so I think it's only right for me to aid in this.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Lucian.
Right.
It's totally
We can
fine.
work together.
appreciate
Come on.
All right,
Let's
and you
get out of
guys
here.
dip out.
And May with a better voice. Like,
Damn. All right.
Get out of here.
Roast me. Rosaris, where are we going again?
Echo, that you need to talk to Ecto.
Yeah, go talk to Echo.
Echo wasn't there, right?
Yeah, you knocked on her door and you didn't hear a response. And I'm not saying that you guys have even necessarily left yet, but just what are we doing after you don't hear a response?
Fucking shit up.
Break
Hallen,
down that door.
Lasoda went on a date with Reggio and Orem with Hallen, right?
You guys, I'll clarify it for you because I know you've asked someone. I believe it was Oramin went on a date with Talon, Reggio with Lasilda.
But wasn't it like a double date?
It was a double date, so they were all together. I think you guys talked to Talon about it, and she told you a little bit of it. If you wanted to find her again and ask her more about it, you could, but that's all she gave you was double date. She was with Oramin, Lasilda was with Reggio.
Well, what race is Talon?
Talon is a human. I'm gonna double check myself so I don't lie to you. But Talon, Warlock. Yeah, she's a human.
Okay. I, as a player, don't know what to do. So Rosaris definitely doesn't know what to do.
I will say, after you knock on the door a little bit, Gwen comes up the hallway and she walks up to you. So you guys are there together.
Plate still in hand.
Plate still in hand.
Plate
Um,
still in hand. What's up, Rosaris?
Well, she's not here. She went out on a mission.
Oh, you know what the mission is?
No, I don't know how much we're allowed to talk about our missions. But
Hello.
if it's a third year going on a mission, it's probably fairly in depth.
Yeah, true.
What do you think we should do?
Well, I'm not sure, but I know last time I was helping find Lasilda, right? I had Zim help. He, sniffed shit and found a weird spot. I don't know if he can do that again, or if you maybe want to see the weird spot. I don't know.
Would Sim be able to track her better if he had more of her scent?
Maybe. What do you think, Zim?
Zim nods along. He's not I will say he's probably not as perceptive as maybe like a Thera in one of her wild shape forms, but that's definitely something that he could try to do. He is a magical creature. Also, while you guys are sitting there, in investigation or perception, both of you give me one of those two skills.
I'll do investigation.
Both or just one of them?
Just one, whichever one you have
Okay.
that's higher.
Dirty 20. Investigation.
Word.
I can't read. That's an 8. So I'm not perceiving
You're
any.
eating food.
Like really well.
Yeah, you got Zim on your shoulder. You're just there for the
I
ride.
take a piece of food off my plate with my fork, and I just feed it to Zim over my shoulder with the fork that I've already been eating on.
Rosaris, after that, you kind of look back. You were at this door for about, a minute before Gwen showed up, hoping that Echo would answer. You kind of just glance around a little bit, trying to figure out what to do, and then you notice it's very faint, but on a dirty 20, I'll give it to you. There are some, a little bit of dirt, almost like not tracks necessarily. It's not that easy to just read, but you do notice some dirt and scuff sort of in front of Echo's door that kind of leads down the hallway in the tiny pieces that you can see. And the reason that that is important that you pick that up is because you know that these halls and the dorms are regularly cleaned. So the fact that there is like dirt and scuff likely means that someone went into this room today. I think Zach might have died.
He might have.
He died.
Rosari's
He just passed out on the floor right in front of me. I don't know what happened.
Really unfortunate.
Do I need to perform CPR?
all right. Zach, you alive over there?
I don't know.
Oh, he made a noise.
You just thought you were gonna.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
My internet decided I heard dirt and my computer didn't.
Okay. I'll summarize what I said. On a dirty 20, which that's probably where the dirt came from, you notice that there's like a little bit of like dirt, maybe a little bit of grass, just like some sort of, I don't want to say debris, but like stuff from the outside kind of trickling down the hall, just a little bit of it that leads to Echo's door, which is important because that tells you that because these rooms are regularly cleaned and like the hallways are swept, every day or two, someone was probably coming into this room from the outside where their shoes would have been dirty in the past at least a day, if not more recent than that.
Hey, Zim, new plan. Can you track this dirt for me?
He
The scent that comes from the dirt.
sniffs it, and then Gwen, you hear in his mind Zim say, "Smells like dirt."
Yeah, I was gonna think that that's what you're gonna say.
He
He said it smells like dirt.
Awesome. Hey, Gwen, can you track that for me instead?
Yeah, I can do that. I specialize in humanoids. It's kind of my thing.
That's honestly a little frightening as a humanoid to hear that, but
I don't worry about it. It's not for you.
It's for me.
How'd you know?
Gwen, if you would like to give me a survival check, I don't know if there's too much more information to really glean from this, but we'll just see what the roll comes up to and see if you get anything new, maybe like the direction that this was heading or any like foot marks or scuff marks on the floor that help.
I got a 17.
Yeah, not too much more. I mean, from what you can tell, it's relatively recent, like within the past 12 hours or so, because it's not super dried up and it is not like fading and blown away and stuff like that. So you're kind of able to say like, oh, someone was in this room today, or someone at least went up to this door today.
Okay.
I will also say on a 17, it's not that there's not a lot of information for you. It's that this comes from the outside to here, and you don't see anything that you're going to be able to like track back from that.
Are like the tracks? Do they leave the room?
No,
Or is it
that's
just
what I'm
coming
saying
to
is
the room?
they just come to the room and then that's it. And it's
That's it.
yeah.
Okay. Well, someone might still be in here because the tracks don't show anyone left. So
so like it's one set of tracks coming up to the door and that's it.
yeah. Maybe she's in there. She just passed the fuck out, taking a fat nap.
I don't think she wouldn't wake up. Do you want to help me open the door?
Is it locked? I like touch the knob and like turn it to open it.
It's unlocked.
Gwen, you should be
Yeah?
ordered.
Oh, I should.
Definitely.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll have to ask Professor Loomis.
yeah, as you do that, he kind of slides past you and just shoves the door all the way open and goes in.
You guys open the room, and it is empty. And using your previous investigation checks, Rosaries, you're able to sort of pick up, looking around the room. It seems like you're able to easily recognize, like, oh, those are Echo's boots. She probably got back from that mission and came in here and like took him off and set him off to the side sometime earlier today. And looking around, her room is like fairly in order. Like not a lot is tossed around other than like she's not a super tidy person. But the things that stand out are, of course, the door is unlocked, which is weird. The window is ever so slightly cracked and also unlocked.
I do want to interrupt.
Mhm.
I was checking because I didn't know if I had advantage on like the tracking shit. I do apparently, and I didn't roll for that. I don't know if this is gonna count, but I rolled again and I got a nat 20.
Ooh. I'll take it. Yeah, because your specialty is humanoids, right?
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
was just checking because I didn't know if that was something I had or not.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I forgot.
We'll say retroactively, now that you're in the room, you're starting to pick up a little bit more. Two things that you notice. One, there's like the dirt that was coming in that was sort of just from Echo's boots that are set off to the side. You're able to pick up some like scuff marks from probably like heavier boots, not so light as those. And the scuff marks are bigger than you think hers would make. Those also lead into the room, and then they lead out, but hers don't.
Hmm.
So you see like the ones coming up to the door that curve in, and then the other ones curving and leaving the other way down the hall, which would be like towards the back door.
Okay, so there's actually another set of footprints here, and they're like huge ass feet. I don't think Echo has feet that big. And they come into the room with Echo's shoes, and they leave, but Echo's doesn't.
What sort of marks are they making? And I'll kind of scrape my boot, heavier boot, on the floor.
Comparing the two, you're easily able to tell like they're scuff marks. It wasn't a metal boot because it doesn't like scratch into the wood, but it does like leave a little mark on it, like heavy leather boots. Also, Zim sort of like peeks his head up and starts sniffing around, and then he looks to you, Gwen, and he sort of like points at his nose and he's like, "Do you want me to, get the scent?"
Yeah, if you could, that'd
He
help.
nods, sniffs around the room a little bit, crawls up on Echo's bed and sort of like sniffs the pillows, and then hops down. Ew, that was weird. Sniffs around a little bit more, and he's like, "All right, I got her scent. If I smell it somewhere else, I should recognize it."
Okay, cool. We could follow these weird boot marks. I feel like that's the only lead we have.
Yeah. I guess so.
Cool. With that, on that nat 20, tracking these, I'm going to give you as much as I can, realistically. You follow
Okay.
them to the back door, those, occasional scuff mark on the wood of someone like carelessly walking with huge, heavy shoes. You exit out the back door, and that back door sort of points out and towards either like Rorsch Plaza or the main academy building or some of the other places along campus. So you're not exactly sure where to go from there, but Zim starts sniffing the air, and he's going to try to lead you guys. And you guys start heading off towards the main academy building with Zim's guidance. Next up, let's swap things around a little bit. We're looking at Ava and Athera, right? Heading to Reggio's room.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You guys head to Placides Hall, which is the same place that Gwen and Rosaries are leaving out of. So you guys all sort of just Scooby-Doo like pass each other, never see each other, and you guys head up to Reggio and Orman's room. If you guys want to see each other in passing, you can, so you guys know where each other are at. You guys go up to Reggio and Orman's room. Who leads the way, and what do you do?
Are we sneaking about it or what?
You're a lot more adept at these kinds of things than I am, so you tell me.
Let's just go see. And if they're there, then that's going to be obviously a problem, but
So are we trying to be sneaking, or are we just gonna go knock on the door
Oh, no. Let's not knock. Let's kind of look around it. Maybe see if we can tell, hey, you can turn into animals.
Yeah, that is a skill that I have.
You do. So
Do you want me to do that now?
let's see when we get a little bit closer. Maybe,
Um,
can you turn into
nice.
like a bird? Maybe the window or something. If
I think that is my next course. I haven't learned that
okay.
yet.
What about a mouse? Something small?
I can do that. I
Hmm.
I mean, I can do a mouse. I can do something that's more perceptive, like a cat.
Okay. I
If
think
that's
that,
helpful.
yeah, anything that we can find. So that would be.
Cool. And I'm gonna wild shape back into that new form.
Oh,
I will say that
Hedgehog?
cat is pretty big. It is
No,
yeah.
you said it's a child.
It is the child form,
I
and
thought
it's
it
the
was
size of
big.
a like medium to large sized dog.
oh my God.
Yeah, you were fighting the golem. I figured it'd be pretty big.
It's not small.
It's a little orange tabby taking on a
It says
10-foot tall dog.
medium.
Yeah, medium means it takes up the same size as a human.
Relax.
If you want to just turn into a normal cat, you can.
I will turn into a normal cat.
All right. My next question is, Ava, with you kind of leading Athera onto this, are you guys going in the hallway to their room, or are you trying to get a view from like their window? Because it wouldn't be hard to just walk through the hallway, see where their room's at, and then have
And then look and
Athera
see.
look in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they
Yeah.
did the same thing to you.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't know that,
He doesn't know.
No, I don't know, but it was a great idea.
but
so
it's
let's-
ironic.
I've been peeking in all the.
Yeah. I will say very easily, you guys just like take a stroll down the first floor. You don't see it. You head up to the second floor. You go around. You're like, oh, there it is. It's sort of on this northern side. You go back outside. Athera, you climb up a tree and you look for their room and try to gaze through the window. Give me a perception check with advantage. And for soft skills like this, you get to use your own wisdom modifier.
I am also gonna ask. I have one level of exhaustion. What does that mean anymore?
It's just a -1.
Okay.
The other stuff doesn't start kicking in until after you hit like level 2 or 3.
Yeah, pretty much everything that you roll or do, -1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 14.
With advantage and with your perception?
Oh, not the cats.
No.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same,
Is it?
and it was advantage. Yep.
Cool. On a 14, you're sort of watching in. You see them, like you see a body moving through the window, but it's kind of hard to see. So your eyes sort of adjust and you look in. I don't know if you've ever seen them, so I don't know if you know what they look like. But walking inside the room is just one person. He sort of like walks out from the bathroom. He's got a towel draped over him. He's got like short to medium length straight blonde hair that's sort of wetted down. He tosses the towel to the side and he's wearing like, a tank top and shorts. And he sets his stuff down, sort of sits on his bed and picks up a book, leans against the wall across from the window, and just sort of very, I guess for lack of a better term, the aura this guy gives off is like very cocky, but also he gives you that sort of bad vibe that everybody else gets, especially on a high wisdom character. Props his feet up on his desk, leans against the wall, and starts just kind of like half-heartedly reading a book. There's only one of them in there.
How am I going to communicate to you?
I know that's.
Braille.
I'm just looking up in the tree, like, you get anything?
I I'm like nodding. I come down and I will just come back to my elven form.
Cool.
So there's definitely a guy in there. I think it's him.
At this point, Leo, you did message me and say you're heading to Reggio's room too. You guys watch as Leo starts walking up and then sees you wild
And
shape
Marcel.
out. And Marcel.
Yeah,
You guys
Marcel's
both walk up to Placidy's hall, and then off to the side, you see a cat turn into a Thera. So you're like, oh, there they are.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Viva.
Because I
I just
have
say
a
that
friend.
cats turn into a Thera.
Cats
What?
do that
I
these
was-
days.
Athera.
Dan, sorry, cat. It's hard when your friends,
Right.
you know, when
did you all find out?
It's kind of confusing. But I mean,
Thera.
beyond that point, let's take your friend, Leo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Athera did some spying.
It's pretty much all I saw was him, and he was just sitting on his bed. But I was thinking, since there's so many of us now, if one or two people could
Right through the door.
lure him out. I don't know.
At this
say-
point, Rosaris and Gwen exit Placidy's hall, and you guys watch them walk out.
Do we stop them?
They're like 40 feet
I'm
away.
asking the group.
Get them. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Should we?
Point his sword. Okay, I think point it up and then fire Eldritch Blast. That'll solve everything.
What?
No.
Fire.
No.
A couple feet above,
Attention.
a couple feet above y'all's head, a bolt of arcane energy just shoots through, hits a tree somewhere in the back. Some leaves fly off.
You hit a tree.
There has to be a target.
I'm gonna ignore it and keep following Zim.
Okay.
Zim like stops like pointer dog style and just looks over and stares at Marcel. Then he looks at you.
Just keep going. Just ignore it.
Should we follow them?
But I
They look
wanted
like-
to hear the rest of your plan.
I just thought we could lure him out of his room, and then one or two of us that are better at sneaking and looking through things could look around.
I'm great at sneaking. I could be.
Okay.
Marcel, are you good at sneaking?
Are you good at luring?
You would be a
I
very
don't, I don't know if I'm. I don't know if I'm really charismatic or I can get people to talk when they.
You could fire Eldritch Blast if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But points to the door.
Not yet.
Oh.
So,
Oh. Yeah, I think maybe you, Athera, since you could turn into something small, and Ava, since you're really sneaky, maybe you two could sneak in, and me and Leo will do the whole concerned friend thing.
Okay. Yes. And then what if that doesn't work and then we're in his room and he comes back? Because I can't turn into anything small. I could hide under a bed, but I'd be there for a while.
you're new, say you got lost.
I'll act drunk. Good idea. Okay.
Sure. Okay, Leo, so me and you, we're going to go up to his front door, and we're going to, you know what we're going to do, right, Leo? You know exactly what we're going to do.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, you guys get ready to sneak in. Me and Leo, you can tell when me and Leo do our thing.
Okay. Yes. Just
Wait.
take him pretty far if you can, please.
Yes.
Was the tree branch like right up against the window?
No, it was probably like 15, 20, maybe like 20 or 25 feet out, I guess.
Okay, then I'll just.
That's jump.
No, not that far.
But how far can you throw a cat?
Valid point.
Where is that unlocked?
That's not very strong.
I will. Oof, what's the most useful? I could turn into a mouse, and then I could hide in like your pocket or your bag.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna be very hard to be able to get anywhere in the room unless I turn into a elf again, and I can only shape so many times.
I will say, with the new changes to druids, for all of these,
Oh.
you can spend spell slots, but just not gain the HP of the creature that you turn into.
I don't want mouse HP anyways.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
I'll do that. I wild shape and I'll get in a bag or pocket or something.
As if druids needed a buff, I gave you two different methods of wild shaping.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leo and Marcel are heading out to the room.
And Ava's gonna kind of hide behind like a corner with her cloak hood up and wait for them to do their thing.
Sure.
Or something, if not a corner. I don't know how it
Do
looks.
something.
Okay, Leo. Should we just bust in the door and go guns blazing? Sword blazing. Sorry.
Not the plan.
Ava's having massive regret in the corner.
She's like, what?
I know you can't hurt people, but I can take him down. I won't kill him. We need information first. And we don't even know if maybe he's innocent.
Whisper to.
I
Oh,
don't
wait.
think that Reggio is innocent, honestly. We just need to catch him.
Wait, I got a great idea.
What's your idea?
Come on, Leo. Come on, let's go. Move. He's like pushing as fast as he can.
What are we doing?
Okay. We're in front of the door, right?
Ah, shit.
Knock.
You hear a voice from inside. You call out, "Who is it?"
That's a very difficult question. Sometimes you question who we really are. It's just the names of
The door
That we are
swings
given?
open, and he's standing there. His hair's still like, wet.
cat charm person.
Sure. What save is that?
Oh.
That would be.
Oh, God.
Is that a wisdom save?
Let's see here.
Len, you don't think they'll be doing anything stupid, do you?
It is a wisdom save.
He got a 3.
Okay.
Yay! Did it.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
let's go.
You see him like swing the door open, and at first he's a little like rude about it, but then he sort of breaks the demeanor a little bit, leans against the door frame. He's like, "You're Marcel, right? Yeah, you're
What up, my
that
man?"
first year that has been showing up to a couple of our parties. How's it going?"
There you go.
Yeah, he
So,
high fives you.
high five. Hey, me and Lil here wants to take a little walk. Come on, follow me, man. We can show you something really cool. I got this new ability that I haven't shown anyone yet.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. As long as you don't roll really low, he'll go with you.
Persuasion with advantage.
Mhm.
Not 20.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it, Zach.
Shut up, Shorty.
Thank you. Immediately, his eyes sort of light up, and he's just like, "Yeah, you know what? I could get out of the room for a little bit." He grabs like a shirt to throw over it, just like a button up. He leaves it undone, and he walks with you down the hall. He's like,
Yeah.
"So, where are we going? What's this cool thing that you did?"
Okay, here's the thing. When I was just going around doing the mission, I discovered something about me. Like
Yeah.
my sword, it created this strange new energy that warmed my insides.
Oh,
Look to Leah.
hey.
It warmed my insides. Like it warped my insides. Inside. Okay, we're heading through. and it's called false life. You think of it as like an extra layer of protection for me. My sword is trying to protect me. Isn't that amazing? So watch, me and Leo are gonna show you this cool demonstration, and I want you to actually hurt me. And Leo can heal me, because he's a good healer, right, Leo?
That's correct.
I want to see how strong your attack is and how much I could defend myself with this new ability I have. So we're gonna go outside, because I don't want to destroy this thing. This way.
Yeah, he follows you outside. You guys go outside really quick. For Athera and Ava, you guys watch them leave the building and start walking away. What are you doing?
Sneaking in with her in my pocket.
Hell yeah. You guys walk in. He left his door unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah, that was easy, yeah.
First things first, I want to hear what this whole plan is before we get to y'all, raiding the room. So Marcel, Leo, please, please describe to me what he's doing. You guys take him out just into like the courtyard of the sort of dorm hall, and he's just like, "So you want me to attack you?"
And I'm going to heal him.
Luckily, okay,
Right.
duration is an hour. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, no, you attack me. I'm not going to attack you. You just attack me. It's all joking. But let me first use my ability. Don't use like some kind of crazy ability that would kill me. Right? We're all friends here. I have a healer, right, Leo?
Of course.
Right.
And then I have another game that we can play that Leo can help me with. But you're also going to be helpful too. So I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Mhm.
And you Don't wait. You hit me. Okay?
Sure. Should I punch you? Or you watch as like a tattoo on his forearm, he reaches at it, and as he grabs it, he pulls it away, and a dagger forms in his hand from the tattoo. And he's like, should I hit you or should I hit you?
I say whatever you feel the most comfortable. Again, I don't think you're.
I feel fine stabbing a first year. That's fine.
Leo's looking very uncomfortable right now.
God. This is him charmed?
As
Come on.
Marcel, I don't.
It's fine. It's fine.
He said it's fine. And he's gonna take a stab at you with his dagger. I'll let you decide. Are you giving him advantage on this? Because in order to like maintain the facade of like letting him stab you, you kind of have to give him advantage, I guess.
No, he went. Marcel was going to give advantage anyway.
Cool.
He's a not moving target and
Yeah.
blocking everything.
That's a nat 1 and a 17 for 24 to hit.
Okay, good.
And you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's actually really interesting. As he stabs, he notices that there's a bunch of words saying, like kind of scrambled letters. Like, but if you look hard enough, you might see a Marcel there, and it didn't actually penetrate his body. He still has some temporary HP left. Ooh. See, no harm done, and
Oh,
still good.
that is pretty impressive.
Because I'm going to try to be the front line with my good friend Rosarius, because he says, man, Marcel, you're already extremely talented and powerful, but if you can have something, an extra layer to your body that's not actual armor, it'd be great. And now I have it. And now he was like, he's going to like worship me or something.
Why does that name
Really?
sound familiar?
Right.
Oh, he's a son.
Rosarius?
I think, yeah, remember, he's in our group, right?
Yeah. And you said your name was Leo. Yeah, I'm starting to remember you guys a little bit now. With that, Ava and Athera, you open into the room, you look in, it's completely empty. It's very obvious that Reggio has been in here with obviously like his clothes sort of thrown about, his relatively untidy stuff. The other side of the room with all of Orman's stuff is completely disheveled. Like his stuff is just set wherever. It's not organized at all. It's a little dirty. Some trash is lying on the floor. Very unkept. What are y'all doing in here?
Well, I'm gonna let
Your
fear out
underwear.
of my pocket. What did you say? What?
Take their underwear. Inconvenience them.
I was thinking about doing something to inconvenience.
That's what I say.
Take all the right socks.
Yes. Oh yeah, I am gonna let fear out of my pocket.
Replace the dirty clothes with the clean clothes.
I will change back into an elf, and then I just want to do like a cursory glance around the room to look like, okay, if I were to hide important things somewhere, where would I hide it in here?
Sure. I'm going to say, give me a... I feel like this calls for an investigation check. I will let you make perception.
Thank you.
Oh, yay.
I was intentionally trying to pick something that would be perception instead of investigation. Okay. It's still just a 12.
Well, you're looking around, both based on what you see and what you know about these two. They're probably not smart enough to really have any really good hiding spots. So on a 12, you look around, you check underneath the bed, you check around in different places, and you don't find much. There's the occasional gear tossed about. I will say what you do notice. I'll actually, if you want to roll with advantage, because Ava, you could help and also look.
Yeah.
You might notice a bit more. But as of
Yeah,
right now, the
she's
only
helping.
thing that you really notice is Orman is not here, but a lot of his gear is left here.
Do you see anything, Ava?
She's also going to be looking around, just like in every spot she can think of. Under beds, she's going to rummage through their stuff. If there's a desk, go through it. If there's any notes.
Yeah. Athera, go ahead. You can roll with advantage, or Ava, you could make your own investigation check with whichever one you guys want to do.
Make it.
Would you be rolling perception? with advantage?
Oh,
You already rolled once, but you would roll again
again.
to give
Yeah,
yourself
not-
advantage.
Very good.
Add investigation.
No.
Okay, then I will.
Yeah,
No one's good at investigation.
roll perception again. See if
So-
you get higher than a 12.
I wish we had Lucy up.
He's around.
17.
Okay. Noticing through a little bit more of like the trash and stuff, you guys notice there are a couple of like folded up pieces of paper in there. You look through a couple of them. Some of them are just like homework assignments and grades from classes, but you find one that looks to be like a handwritten note. And it reads, I'm going to roll a die for this. On
Made you look. Damn it. Every time.
roll initiative. No, you're rolling through and you look in Reggio's trash can really quickly and you find that note that he tossed away, and it's actually from Lucilda, and it says, "Hey, our date was fun. I'm sorry to like tell you like this, but I asked Orman to bring it in. You know, I enjoyed it, but I don't know how much like this is working. But I really appreciate, you know, us hanging out, and it was cool, and I hope there's no hard feelings."
I don't know if she dumped him.
I bet he's the kind to keep grudges.
Yeah, wasn't there that story that he severely injured someone over a woman? Were you there when Rosario was telling us that?
I actually don't know if I was or not.
Yeah, that's actually your thing.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember
Okay.
hearing it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, so he's a scumbag. All right. Cool.
Hmm.
I'm going to fuck up his stuff a little bit. Fuck up his clothes.
He's-
Disorganized what's already disorganized.
Yeah, I hope Marcel's thinking, man, I'm glad I have these friends who know how to keep it professional and not to show that we've been there, rustle through his stuff. It's so good. I could trust them.
So from this scene, it doesn't seem like there's a ton for you guys to find here. Like, you're looking through everything and you can't really find much, at least in terms of like the stuff in the room, what you're investigating. It doesn't seem like this lead is going to lead you much further, other than like putting tiny pieces together from what you have. So we're going to switch over. You
I have one
got a question? Yeah.
Yeah. Any valuable armor or weapons laying around?
Oh, yeah. This guy has a nice set of, it's sort of like a lighter armor with like metal fastenings. I guess it would be classified as like +1 studded leather. Like, it is quite nice. It's made for dexterous people. It is hung up sort of on a rack on the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that and put that in the bag of holding
Sure.
for now.
Add some +1 padded, or not padded, what is it called? It's studded leather armor. Yeah.
Yeah, Athera, I don't think he'll notice that missing at all.
He won't think it's me.
No, I don't think he even knows who we are, actually. Good point.
At that point, Leo and Marcel, Reggio is just kind of chatting with you guys under this charm person spell, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, I remember Lucilda was talking on about Leo and Rosaries, and then mentioned everybody else in y'all's group, doing all the training stuff." Yeah, gosh, man, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while. After our first date, she seemed like a little bit too much of a goody two shoes to me. Not super fun. So I kind of just cut things off. You know, not really my type.
So you
Leon,
haven't seen it.
there's something in your eye. Let me check. He go close to your ear. Okay. Do you know if he's telling the truth or not? There it is. He's like, Marcel's like really rubs deep into Leo's eye. Like that.
I'm gonna let you decide. I'll give you advantage, but either deception or
Deception?
stealth. One of those two.
I'll use deception. No. Okay, deception. 24.
You're good. He's like, "Are you okay? Are you guys good?"
Yeah, no.
Where's
Yeah.
It's not.
Cool.
where's
Sure.
Reggio standing right now?
I would say you guys are out in the courtyard in Placides Hall. It's like a square building with hollowed out center. So you guys are just standing there. He is about 5 feet away from Marcel or so, and then you're right beside Marcel now. So he's just like pretty close to you guys.
Can I? So when he was talking about
Isilda.
Isilda, yeah, could I insight check that?
Go for it.
23.
You beat him. He's hiding something there, but on a 23, you beat his roll by 5. I will let you know that you're getting almost like I'm too confident and arrogant to let someone know their girl stopped talking to me, so I'm flipping it and saying I stopped talking to her. And he kind of like goes on. He's just rambling a little bit, just like, yeah, she's not really my type. She's, I'm not really into the bigger beefy ones. Paladin's not really my thing. But he keeps going on, and the more he talks, the more you're like, all right, this guy's a douchebag, and you don't sense him hiding anything from you. He's just retelling the truth in a way that makes him look better. So weirdly enough, you get a bad vibe from this guy, but it doesn't seem like he's leading you too far astray. From that, Rosarius and Gwen, y'all are both following Zim, right?
Yeah.
You guys let Zim sort of lead the way, and he sniffs around on campus, goes to a couple different buildings, sniffs, it's not there, continues on. I'm going to roll a survival check for him. Gwen, what is your survival bonus? I will give him your bonus, and I'll give him advantage because you're helping.
+4.
Cool. Zim eventually sniffs his way through the main academic building out into the courtyard where you guys just came back to school from. And at this point, it's pushing 11 o'clock at night, so it's pretty dead here. He sniffs around, starts heading towards the West Wing, changes direction, and goes north. You guys go to that same spot on the North Tower, up on the 3rd level, where you guys followed, I believe, the detect magic trace that was fading and eventually just dissipated. He sniffs around, and then he goes up and he sniffs on a teacher's office door. And he kind of looks to you guys and just points at it.
Are you sure you smell it here?
He nods his head a little bit.
Well, this is-
Does the door have a nameplate or anything?
It does. Off beside it, it says Professor Amaria to launch.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. And I think that's a good spot for us to take a little break as these threads maybe start to come together. So from there, we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. You guys can wrap up all of these scenes and then figure out what you want to do next. So we'll be back shortly, y'all.
Yeah.
Loomis sucks.
All right, that's the first thing we say back on stream. Loomis sucks.
No.
Izzy, how does that make you feel? As our resident crushing on Loomis person.
Fuck you, Rosaris.
My
Don't
statement
talk about my
still
crush.
stands. That's just definitely true.
All right.
He's the professor.
I mean, to be fair, he's less of a professor and more of a director. I think he teaches like one class, and none of
More
you
a
guys would
mascot
take
at
it.
this point.
Honestly?
That's the truth, though.
He's more like a school pet. Yeah, he's every once in a while.
He's a school pet that for some reason makes
that's
all of the decisions. All right.
It's a very high up there school pet.
Yeah. Let's jump into this because there's a good chance. there's a good chance you guys could follow some threads, and I don't want us to have to stay up too late. So let's jump straight back into it. As of right now, Gwen and Rosaris just followed Zim up to Talancha's door. Leo and Marcel are currently talking to Reggio outside. Ava and Athera, if y'all don't have anything else, you're probably dipping from Reggio's room, closing the door behind you. You took the
Yeah.
armor. You guys are heading out. So I would ask you guys first, are you like notifying Leo and Marcel that you're done in some way?
I think I was just gonna go to them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, sure. If you guys just want to come out to the courtyard.
Yeah.
At the point that you guys walk out, that's when Reggio's just like, yeah, listen, she really wasn't my type. I wasn't that interested. We went on a date. It was more of a nicety, but Orman, he's a sweetheart of a kid. He, kind of stayed friendly more than I did. I was just, if we're not gonna date, I'm not gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying, Marcel? You ever been there?
I like pancakes as well.
Sure, buddy. Ava, you and Athera, in whichever form you'd like, walk back up.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, there you are.
We just talked about pancakes. Where are you?
Yeah, I guess we were talking about pancakes.
Oh,
Not what I was talking about, but. So what? We having a party out here or something? What's going on?
yes. Are we having a party?
I don't know. We were just going for a walk.
In the courtyard?
Yes.
Can we not walk in the courtyard?
Yeah. What's the issue?
Hey, listen. You make your own decisions. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
When was the last time you saw Lasilda, Reggio?
Let's see. So after our date a couple weeks ago, I broke things off with Lasilda. A couple days later, we were thinking of we were thinking about setting up a second date. I was talking with Orman. Orman was talking to Talon. They weren't all about it. And Orman was our sort of middleman. He went and broke the news to her, but like I said, he's a sweetheart, a little too nice for his own good. He offered to like walk her to class once or twice. Nice guy. But no, he and Talon, I think they tried to continue talking, but me and Lasilda, after that first date, that's the last time I saw her, intentionally at least.
Insight check.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah. Same.
I want to do
shit.
that as well.
I just threw
22.
my dice on the
Well,
keyboard.
never mind.
I don't even know if we need to.
Marcel's there just for the friends he had made. Glad.
What were your insight checks really quick?
Mine was
I didn't even
22
roll 'cause
because he got a 22.
Marcel wouldn't roll.
Yeah. Mine's gonna be.
not a. I don't.
Mine's gonna be a dirty 20.
Sick. Both of you guys immediately register that. Again, same thing I told Leo earlier, where it's like, he's telling the truth, but in a way that makes him seem better. You're able to pick up that he's like, the way that he's saying it, clearly this whole Isilda thing, he's trying to like cover his own ass and make himself seem cool or the player type, whenever you guys already piece together. Like, Athera, that that's a lie. Everything else seems genuine. Like, he says that he hasn't tried to see Lasilda since then, and you at least believe that he thinks he's telling the truth.
I'm gonna say, wow, she must have been really devastated when you ended things. She just hasn't been around lately.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I mean, hey, it happens sometimes. Relationships go sour, and you leave school because of it.
Where's Orman?
I don't know. That kid shows up and goes whenever he pleases.
When was the last time you saw him?
He got up before me this morning. No, he was in the room earlier today. We passed by each other as we were walking around campus, and he was going to the room. Kind of quiet. I think maybe he and Talon have some issues they're working on. He didn't seem very talkative. But no, he came by the room earlier today.
Where would he be right now?
I don't know. I'm not his parent.
You don't know what his classes are?
It's the weekend. At night.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Forgot it was Saturday.
Don't mind. Leo gets
He had a little too much to
loopy
drink.
when he's sleepy. Actually,
Yeah, I'm very tired.
weren't we going to go to the library next?
Yep, exactly.
You know what,
Yeah,
buddy? My
that's-
friend, my compadre, he goes to.
What does that mean?
The
I
guy.
don't speak Elvish. I'm kidding. I speak Elvish.
I will tell you something interesting.
Sure.
There's an awesome ability I did, but you don't know it yet. That was a true test. So once you go to your room and think about it,
Mhm.
tomorrow you could tell me what I did.
Oh no. Sure. Sure, buddy. Yeah. You first
Go
year
to
or
your room,
something.
man, and just have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
No argument for me. He gives you guys a little peace sign and walks back up to his room.
So
Kill Marcel.
As he's gone, guys, he's gonna know that I cast Charmed on him, no matter what, even if I didn't
So-
tell him yet.
he's
I look
gonna-
at a
we should
theorem
move.
nervously.
But we need to leave. He's gonna think you stole his armor.
What did you
That's
do?
all I'm gonna
Wait,
say.
wait. Why?
Why
What?
did
Don't worry about it, guys. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm sorry.
You guys immediately begin to like quickly walk out of the building, and after you exit the door, you guys see Zim like scurrying up to the door and halts in front of you and just looks up at you guys and then points in the direction of the academic buildings.
But nothing. Go on.
He- you guys follow him. He leads you across campus up to the North Tower. Rosaries and Gwen, you guys are just kind of chilling there waiting, I guess.
You
Both of
Can I
you
have,
guys,
like,
give me...
Listening.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Knowledge
give me
check.
like survival or perception or investigation just while you guys are in there, and then after you roll those, the rest of you will show up
And if need be, can I make an athletics check?
if it comes to it.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Ooh, Rosaries, investigation or perception?
Oh, I was should. Okay.
Or athletics.
Yeah.
He's just doing push-ups.
I was
Yeah,
waiting to
this
see
is
if the
helping.
door needed to come down.
A door always needs to come down.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, brother.
I got like a 7.
Okay, yeah.
Investigation.
You are racking your brain. A lot of stuff going on in your head. I know we've talked about it. Like you have a conversation to be had with Kata. Lucilda's missing, and that's stressing you out. You have classes already. This mission was kind of wild. You're pondering, to put it lightly. Gwen, you're kind of like glancing around, trying to figure out why the hell you guys are in the North Tower. When on a 17 survival, you spot a similar set of scuffs. And on a 17, it's your best estimation, but having seen them before, it's a decent guess. These scuffs from some heavy leather boots roughly match the size of the ones you saw in Placides Hall, outside of Echo's room. You see like just one or two in the hall, or not hall, but I guess this circular tower around in this lounge area. At that point, you guys are chilling. The other 4 of you hurry back up, Zim leading the way, crawling up the stairs, and then he like jumps and sits in front of you, and he points back at everybody.
You let that
Nice, good job.
Why would you do that to me?
He opens his mouth and points in.
Oh,
Oh, cheese tax.
falling.
Oh, it's hungry.
I
Yes,
give him like a dried beet ration.
He'll take it. He eats it.
I'll get you better food later.
I only have lollipops right now. Sorry.
He could
Okay,
choke
so-
on that.
Yes. Choking hazard.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, we think someone's taken Echo, and we've tracked it back to this area.
So
Echo.
open the
Isn't she
door.
like?
Or open, whatever.
Yeah, can I try the handle this time?
Yeah, you go over, turn the handle, and this door is locked.
Is there like a keyhole I can try to look in, or no?
Lockpick.
A key.
I'm gonna roll for it. I'll give you a 50-50 chance, Izzy. I rolled a nat 20. Yes, it is that comically like this big
Oh my
keyhole. Because most of these professors in the magic building, they don't use keys to open their doors. It's like cantrips and, the knock spell, stuff like that. So these are mostly just there for aesthetic purposes, but or peeking. So you look and there is a keyhole that's about an inch and a half big that you can peek through.
I'm peeking.
You're peeking. Give me a perception check. Flat.
13.
Cool. You're glancing around, and it seems very similar to some of the other offices you've seen. Obviously, Rant's is different. Hers is like a house, but in the buildings, at least, you're browsing around, you're peeking through. You see her desk against the far wall right by the window. You see a couple bookshelves with magical trinkets and books and alchemical components. You see her little teleporter there that you guys just used in other teachers to get to Sabrine. And like 2 chairs, some homework and papers on the desk. Even some supplies to make like scrolls and potions around. But nothing out of the ordinary, I guess.
No people?
No people.
Okay. I don't see anything in there, guys.
Nothing?
You tracked the marks or whatever up to here?
There's some more in like this lounge area over here.
Yeah, that's the lounge area that you guys are currently in, like in between all the classes and halls and stuff.
Mhm.
This area. There's some more in here.
I see.
Did we confirm that Echo is missing in, a bad way, or is she just not back from a mission?
Well, there were 2 sets of footprints going into her room and only 1 coming out, and there's no one in her room, so that's weird.
That, and I doubt she's going somewhere barefoot.
Her boots are still at her room.
She seems like the person who would do that.
I don't think she is.
So we're just in this lounge now. That's our plan.
I mean, we could try to get into the office.
We could knock.
Yeah, I'll knock. Leo, let's
Oh
knock.
no.
Let's knock.
Oh boy.
All right,
So
are
how do we
we
do that?
are we doing athletics checks?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
professor's door.
Go ahead.
We're going to get expelled this week.
We could
Oh,
win
Professor.
that shit.
We're here for some
Just stole more
extracurricular
things.
activities.
We're here for
I got a
extra
14.
credit.
Yeah, that's exactly what we say when we walk in.
Oh, I hate that. That's terrible. Both of you give me an athletics check, yeah.
Yeah, I got a 12. He got a 14.
12 and a 14. You guys run forward and bash against this door, and the wood like creaks underneath the weight of both of you hitting it. But it doesn't break quite yet. If you guys want to break it, it's probably going to take some effort. You guys can pretty much easily tell that that wood should have broken. These are probably like magically reinforced. But you do get some give. So a loud crash through the hallway echoes throughout the stone circle that you guys are in.
I think you're going to have to hit harder.
Well, I mean, you did knock, I guess. So
Just a really loud knock.
yeah.
You knocked on like every door.
At this point, a panting Lucian comes up the stairs. Okay. I said I would be more participatory in the group. This is me living up to that. I heard a loud noise. Is everyone okay?
Yes, well, unlock the
Are
door.
you okay?
Do it.
I'm great.
Do it now.
I've been trying to run around and follow you guys.
You have a way to open door.
What? Do you want me
Open
to...
that
Door.
Open it.
Open this door.
Professor Talancha's door?
Yes, that's
Uh,
Can you
Yes,
open it
that's for
magically?
extra credit.
yes, I have the knock spell. I could definitely cast it, but why are we breaking into a professor's
No,
office?
just
the door.
open. Just open.
No questions asked, Lucian.
I
This is how you participate.
I trust you. He flips open his spell book. You guys watch him perform some somatic components and like push a hand towards the door, and then you guys hear it as the lock unlocks and the door just gently swings open.
also, if you have mending, we bruised it.
We could use.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Bruise the door. That's
He starts running his hand over like the cracks that you guys hit into it, and he's like, "Ugh, "This feels so wrong."
But it's still right,
so
Lucian.
right.
Hey, you're not hurting anyone, so
You're correct. That is
Accept your integrity.
my integrity is very hurt by this. Yes.
Yes.
So you guys go
Alright,
into the room.
investigate.
Looking around, sort of the same thing that I just described to Gwen. It doesn't seem like there's anything out of the ordinary. Gwen, you notice one more scuff in the room, and it's halfway between the door and the teleporter. Other than that, what are you guys looking for?
Someone was in between the door and the teleporter, so maybe they took that. Just a thought.
Wait,
You think that they used the teleporter?
Lucy, can they use the teleporter?
I mean, anyone can use the teleporter if you put the material components in. It doesn't require any actual magical activation. It's just easier for people who are familiar with components. Did you guys not use one to go?
But can you maybe find a way to know where they went? Like trace them?
Right. Can we find out
it
what
like
the last
residue?
place traveled was?
I mean, the teleporters are only linked to one place. It's a teleportation circle linked to another place based on the runes of the, and he motions to like the sort of like circular stone that's set in like a little basin with like 1 or 2 stairs. It's about, it's a circle. It's about 5 or 6 feet in diameter, so a couple people can fit on it like before. And it's just like a solid stone circle set in a little basin that's just a couple inches off the floor and like stairs leading up to it that you guys set in. He's like, it's wherever it goes, it goes. I couldn't tell you just right now, but if we went through it, obviously we
Let's
would
go
find
through
out.
it, guys. That
Well,
Adventure.
wait.
Wait,
can
does anyone have
bring it-
sending stones left?
I have one.
We can use the other one to get back to here, I think. They
Of course,
connect.
yeah,
Right.
they do connect. I don't like this, and I would like to avoid it, but if that is what we are doing, suppose I will go. Do we want to all go or send one person first?
I'll go first.
I have
No,
a stone. If
awesome.
maybe you wanted to send me first. I don't know.
I think Rosari's and I should go first.
We could send like 3 people, I think.
I don't think I could do that.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so me, Leon, Rosarius. Sounds good?
Well, Gwen has a sending stone.
Oh.
Well, I'm more concerned with the fact
Okay.
that Gwen is the one who could track.
And that also.
Okay, I'll go second group.
Yeah, and if
You're stuck
there's
with us,
some
Marcel.
kerfuffle, I
That's
can
all right.
raise it and get some help. So
So, Leo, Rosarius, and Gwen, you guys should go first.
I'm gonna have
You
my
all ready?
drawn as soon as I'm on the teleporter.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I have my shield and mace out.
all right, do you guys know how to use the teleportation circles? Did the professor show you one before you went on the mission?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can
Kinda.
you compare 2 like of the components for us, and then hand me the second one for us to use on the way back?
Yeah, that's easy. He rummages through her bookshelves really quick and takes out the different components that you guys need. He sets one set in like the little basin that you guys see on the teleportation circle. He grabs a second set and sort of like puts it in his hands and hands it to you, and he says, just put them in there, activate the circle, and then you should be back. Who I guess he gives both of those. He puts one in the bowl and one to you. Who's gonna activate the teleportation circle? So it's Rosarius, Leo, and Gwen.
you want to
Yeah.
do the honors.
Yeah, I'll activate it.
Cool. You set your hand to it. The runes on the underside of y'all's feet glow a little bit, and you teleport out. Before we get to that, Ava, Athera, and Marcel, will you guys please give me an investigation check?
Initiative check.
Initiative. Oh, if you want it.
Nuh-uh.
Right.
Jokes.
Right.
Jokes.
Can at least Lucian do investigation as well?
Well,
Yeah, Lucian's here. He'll do investigation. I'll roll for him.
Orman.
Yeah, 'cause I have a
turns the
3.
corner.
Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna say
10. Just a 10.
Lucian did not roll great.
Oh, God.
Oh.
15.
What'd you get?
That's better than a 3 and a 10.
A 15. You guys watch as the runes start to glow on this teleportation circle. That as Rosarius activates the basin, and then the sort of part that's on the ground starts to glow. You notice a little bit of light leaking out from below it, almost like there's another thing, another set of runes or magical light coming out from underneath this little platform that you guys are on. But with that, Rosari's, Leo, and Gwen, you teleport out. You appear in a
volcano.
in a volcano. Everybody's dead. Sorry, that's it. No, you guys appear on another teleportation circle. This one, it's much more subtle. Like, it's not made out of that like stone that you guys were seeing. It's just kind of inlaid in the floor of a little quaint office. Immediately, just from you guys looking around, you pick up that you're on the second story. There is a window on one of the sides of the office with the curtains drawn. There's a couple of bookshelves, a couple personable items. Well, all of you give me a perception check really quick.
19.
19.
Leo, you mostly hear this too, but on a 19, I'll give both of you a little bit more here. You guys are very quiet. You guys, you stop, you pause, and you listen. The wood barely creaks underneath your feet. From a different part of what you're assuming to be a house that you guys are in, you hear the voices of Amaria Talanch. You hear an older, like, male voice, probably in, mid-30s or so, and two voices of children, one male, one female, no older than, like, 10, not even in their preteens yet. And you hear them in another part of the house, like, talking and laughing with each other.
Fuck, we broke into their house.
Yeah, we fucking broke into that.
We broke into their fucking house.
So many mistakes are being made this session.
Y'all do realize these teleport the professors to and from their house to their office, right?
With that being said,
Let's get the fuck
as you prep to get out, the rest of you guys, Aethera, you rolled the highest investigation, right? You look down at that platform that's used for this teleportation circle, and you realize that that stone that is set in here with the runes inscribed on it, it is fairly thin, and it looks like there are little holds that you could grab and pick this thing up to see what that light was on the bottom of it.
Marcel, help me with this. Or
Oh, sure.
somebody. I've not
I
seen
mean, you start messing with it. It's not very heavy. Like, you can just kind of pick it up. Obviously, it is made out of stone, but it's only like an inch thick. You guys pick it up. Yeah, and you set it on its side. One side has one set of teleportation runes, and just comparing it to the other, you can see that some of them are changed. With Lucian's help, he looks at it and he says, "Oh, that goes to a different place. I assume if we flip this over, it'll change where it goes to."
Should we do that?
Well, let's not change it right now because then we might they might be stuck, right?
Oh, that's true. Right, Lucian?
Yes.
Let's wait for them to come back.
Yeah. Sit it back down. Sit it back down.
Let's send somebody over to tell them to come back.
Well, what if they're coming back right now? What will happen?
Lucian, what would happen when two people teleport at the exact same time? Would
They-
like, converge
no,
and
they-
become, like, this weird
They would
streaming
they would
thing?
swap spots. That's all that would happen.
Oh.
No. Set the
I
stone
saw
back
that,
down. I'm assuming you like set it back into place.
Yeah.
And as soon as you set it down, Lucian's like, "All right, I'll gather the materials. We'll be fine." And then, boom, Leo, Rosari's, and Glenn are back.
Hey,
Okay,
guys.
after
House.
Yeah, we broke into the professor's house.
We just
Guys,
got to your teacher's house.
Yep.
down here, look, he points to the stone. Then he flips it. Now we're going to a different place. That's not a house. But then when we come back, we also need to change it back because then we locked her in her house and can't come back here. So,
How does that mean someone? Yeah,
so yeah, this is a
Yeah,
clever
so-
track, Lucian.
yeah.
Thank you, but I didn't do it.
Lucy,
If
All right, let's try this again.
No, I mean, I'm saying that this is a clever trick. I didn't say that. It's a,
if you guys would like, I am not capable of creating a teleportation circle of my own, but it would not be difficult for me to I guess, sort of hide our tracks and set up where both of them would sort of function through the same one with both sets of runes. I would just need to spend a minute to memorize it and put it in there.
Do that.
Do it, Lucian.
Yes,
Do it.
please.
He sketches out a couple of the runes that are changed, and then you guys set it back down where it normally was. He takes a little chisel from out somewhere in her office, and then scratches in those runes just right beside a couple of the other ones. Sets his hand on it, a little flash of magic, and they activate. He's like, "Oh, wow! I kind of didn't expect that would work, but I guess with a already instated teleportation circle, it's not too difficult to mess with if you know what you're doing." Right. Well,
Good job.
when we go through now, I believe we can choose which runes to activate, so long as you guys know which one to do. So he points to two of them and he's like, "This one will be for her house, and this one is for wherever the secondary location is."
Okay, whatever secondary location is, let's go. Rosario, Leo, and Gwen, same deal. You guys going first.
All right.
Do we all want to go, or are we just sending you three first and seeing if you report back? No, not all at once, but we could get enough materials to go in two
Yes.
groups.
We need 2 groups, 2 round trips.
He gathers all the materials. He puts one in the basin, and he says, "I will go with the second group."
Actually, we might need one more because in case we need to bring people back.
That's true. He grabs an extra one just to be safe. So you guys have a total of
Marcel?
5 trips.
You are truly the greatest wizard.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Lucian eyes you.
Lucian, you're actually the greatest. Just let him have his moment.
Thank you. So you guys have 5 total trips. But you can spend 2 to get there, 2 to get back, and 1 extra. So who's going in the first group?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Just be the
Scooby.
same 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys teleport out, and then Lucian,
Immediately.
Ava, Athera, and Marcel will pick it up like right after, and they will also join.
Oh no, I put a 6 instead of a 9. Not a space. Floating.
No. You guys teleport, and give me just a second to pull up the map.
1 second.
This
Go.
combat, Matt.
I'm getting your tokens because I have a map for all of this stuff.
Oh no.
I sure did the map.
People are watching. That means there is combat.
Maybe. Maybe.
And for
Potentially.
those of you paying attention, I have used 3 spells, and I only have 3 spells. Technically, I have 1 random 2nd level spell.
Oh, yeah, I'm a warlock.
There you go.
Remember, I got my spell back.
So you guys teleport.
Yeah. I wish.
You are in a place that is hot, humid. It is dusty. The air smells like sand and rotted wood. And there's this weird tinge of flesh in the air, I suppose. The house itself, you're looking around, and I'm going to pull up the Roll20 for this. Just looking around where you guys appeared, to your left, there is a room that appears to be broken and caved in. There's wood and stone splinterings everywhere. You're on the teleportation circle with the basin there for the materials. You guys look around at the rest of this room. There's sand. Sweat starts to build underneath your armor and clothes again. And then as you guys begin moving around, you hear some movement from what would be on this map, south.
Guys, I hear some movement will be on this map south.
It is in a
We'll, like,
room.
move up quietly. Does
Yeah.
everyone want to sneak?
If y'all want to sneak up, feel free. I'm going to say nobody
Marcel will
move.
be next.
Leo, do we want to hold back for a second?
Marcel will be behind Leo because he has his back.
Gwen and Ava, if you guys want to sneak up, go ahead and move up here and then give me a stealth check.
Okay.
And I didn't restrict vision on this, but pretend that you don't see anything in this room yet. Because there is a door here.
I see nothing. Wait, actually, no, I can still see stuff.
I got a 15.
Pretend you don't.
22.
Fantastic. You both very quietly walk up, skipping some of the sort of broken parts of the floor, stepping on some of the spots where there's sand to muffle your sounds. You guys approach and you hear from inside just like very quiet groaning and shuffling of like some heavy feet.
Is like, are there keyholes in the door?
Oh my gosh.
Is it open or is it a door?
Not for
Are
this
there
door, no.
cracks in the door?
No, they're actually like they're not in great condition, but they are good enough to like function, and you're not seeing anything.
Good enough to be Gwen proof.
All right, I'll just wave my hand over at the rest of the group, telling them to come, but like quietly. So I also put my finger up.
I thought me and Leo were gonna have an epic moment. Okay.
Listen, what do you mean?
What, what epic moment?
There's another door.
You guys gonna kiss?
You're gonna run and
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna break the door?
I thought you meant the door, not kiss.
Yeah, I meant door. I don't know.
Whoa.
I like that we're saying this out loud.
All right, everyone else, roll me stealth checks really quick.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
Not getting out of it.
21.
Nice. There we go.
10.
No.
14.
I had a nat 20 on stealth and then an 11, so I have a 10.
All right.
Yeah. You guys begin walking up, the floor kind of creaking underneath the weight of some of your armor. And then from the inside, you hear the shuffling stop for a second. Don't know what it is.
Well, shall we go with me and Leo's plan?
Have fun.
Let's break it the fuck
Yeah,
down.
yes.
Be our guest.
All right. Double athletics checks. Let's get it.
Oh, God, we're just in the West Wing. This is just the Beauty and Beast, guys. Come on.
Turns out the door doesn't have a lock, and you guys just like fall onto the floor when you open
Yeah,
it.
right.
Gosh, why did you not check it
16.
before?
Hey, Shorty,
Yeah.
shut up.
All right. Rosaris and Leo run forward. The door starts to give when Leo hits it, and then Rosaris, you smack it with your shield, and it flies completely off the hinges and flies into this room. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Here we go.
Dang.
Yuck.
Oh.
Wait.
Ooh. 7. Wait, I didn't click on my tokens. I don't know.
The counter thing, it's not up.
Whoa, look at that
Oh,
guy.
it's not.
Oh, why is he so big?
That's what I said.
What the hell?
Ew.
What is that?
Don't look at it. Don't look
Your
at it.
worst fucking nightmare. That's what it is.
Was this a mistake?
Nah.
Surely not.
Hey, guys.
You got a 0.
Holy
No, you didn't. What?
Sorry, that means you
Either
have
way,
to
I
tell
have a
DM
negative
sorry.
That door's too hard.
Yeah, I better get an apology right now.
Hey, Shorty. Shut up, Zach.
Whoa.
All right. I need to add back in everybody's initiatives. If you guys can add
You don't have to
your
add
number
mine.
back in there.
You
You don't have to add mine either.
You literally don't have to add Zach's.
Yeah, you literally don't. It's already good. It's already good.
Yeah, I'm just going to put mine
Okay.
in because I'm actually.
Also, I'm gonna switch back to physical dice. D&D's being slow.
Word. All right. So we got Rosaris literally has 0.
Shut up.
Your has 13. Gwen has
Look, I opened the
7.
door and I was just in awe. We'll just say, actually, I was surprised to see
You were in.
Lysona and Echo.
You were intimidated.
Danny, what'd you get for initiative?
22.
Me too. I also need to add. I have Lucien's
Marcel.
token up here. I do need to add Marcel, don't I? I will roll for Lucien as well.
know.
Great.
Use the bathroom real quick.
That's what Rosaris is doing mid-combat.
Marcel got 11. All right. So Ava, you are first to act. Rosaries and Leo bust down this door, completely break it off the hinges, and then they are met face to face with what you can see from there, this gross, stitched together. It looks like a person, but none of the features quite match. I'm just showing you guys the details. Come on now.
No, I don't
Um,
want to see it.
it
No way.
it is very obviously not just a singular person and looks to be more like lumps and different pieces of body parts stitched together and magically animated. What do you do?
Throw up.
Yeah. Just my action is throwing up.
Place chess. Let's see.
Okay. I'm so happy that I can actually see everything and move and it not be a problem right now. That's so awesome. I'm gonna just immediately short bow.
Go right ahead.
An 18.
That hits.
Okay. And that's 9 damage. And I'm gonna kind of move behind this corner here and hide because that was gross.
Valid.
Cool. Rosaries and Dave or Leo, make me a perception check really quick.
We don't need
9. I am just really confused at what I'm seeing right before me.
You guys watch as Ava takes a shot at this thing, and as she hits and the arrow pierces into the flesh golem, not dealing a ton of damage here. Additionally, you see a little bit of a reaction from Lysilda and Echo, who I will add nameplates onto. They are chained to the wall, unconscious, their sort of arms holding them up and their heads drooping, but then as the arrow hits, you watch them like jerk and jump just a little bit. That is going to bring it to Leo's turn. I'm going to let you go before Orman, just because players over NPCs.
Fuck. Okay.
That's right now, huh?
Yeah, Leah's gonna cast Bless on Rosaries, Marcel, and Gwen right now.
All right.
And then I guess
see
after
what you mean.
seeing
Mm-hmm. Told you.
fuck. I guess Leah's gonna turn to Rosaries and say, "Go for the girls." And he is going to run to this side of the room right now, to the left side of the room on this corner.
All right. With that being said, you guys watch as Leo, you end your turn. Orman goes into action.
It is Orman.
It is Orman down there. You guys watch him with a couple of sort of red veins around his eyes, looking very...
Writing out.
He's roiding out, y'all. That creatine gets to him. You guys watch as he, almost emotionless, but still somehow filled with rage in the way that he acts. He sees you guys burst in, and then it's like almost a split second, a full breath, and then he immediately just turns and acts without really responding, and he's going to walk over to Lysilda. He takes a great axe that he has, and he's going to take a swing. That is, and I shit you not, a nat 20, even though it's going to be an auto crit anyway.
Oh,
That's going to be 15 plus 17 points of damage to Lysilda.
Oh my
No, you're supposed to
God.
attack us first, Dad.
Orman takes this great axe, swings it straight at Lysilda, who is like without her armor, and it just cleaves a big spot in her chest. You hear a couple bones break under the hit. Blood starts gushing out. And Orman is a level 5 barbarian. He's going to take another attack. That is a 17, so that is going to hit. It's automatically going to crit because she is unconscious. You guys watch as Lysilda drops to 0 hit points.
I take the damage.
Cool. You're going to take 17 points of... Or no, not 17. It was 15 plus 7, 22 points of damage.
Oh.
And then that's going to be Orman's turn. Athera, that's you.
Oh.
This shit is fucking crazy.
If y'all
Thank
want to
you,
know
Ross.
how I'm doing, just look at my health bar go down.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, yeah, if you guys got any updates to your health, don't forget to change your tokens accordingly.
And keep in mind, I'm still level 4.
Yep.
Did we ever heal when like
We took a
Short
short rest.
Yeah.
Took a short rest.
Okay.
So that is just use your hit die.
Yeah, I barely got back to full HP.
Yeah, if y'all want to do that before your turn, feel free.
3, 1.
Okay. I'm gonna go first. This dude. Jeez. I don't know what to do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move my movement. So. Go there. Is Echo conscious?
Give me, I guess... I'll let you make this wisdom based, so give me perception.
Um, 13.
13. It seems like both of them are alive, but for all intents and purposes, unconscious. Like they can't really seem to react to much right now. You see them like slightly moving around, but it doesn't seem like either of them are really, in this scenario, if that makes sense.
Sure.
No.
I'm going to cast bark skin on myself. And then I'm also going to... Oh, no, I can't do two. I can't do 2 spells, right?
No, you can. I've taken out that rule.
Oh.
That's one of
And
our
I'm also
homebrew rules.
gonna Bonus action Flame Blade.
Hell yeah.
And that's my turn.
Zach is stressed right now. That brings it to Marcel.
It's like, don't worry, guys, I got it. Going straight to the monster because I can't really reach anything else. So you guys, please take care of Orman while I hold him off. I think he will. For a bonus action, we use effect. Oh no! He did short rest. Short rest. Thank God.
Yeah, short rest.
Warlocks come clutch sometimes. He'll use a Hexblade curse on the creature,
Mhm.
and then he will attack with shock.
Go right ahead.
24.
Definitely hits.
15 damage.
Ooh. If you guys would like to make whatever inferences you may, you attacking with Jacques, it does not seem to have any effect on Lysilda and Echo, from what you guys can see.
And also add an extra 3 because Hexblade curse.
Extra
So
3
18.
from Hexblade Curse. Nice.
Oh God, that barely tested him.
Wow.
Marcel did this slice. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
some of the flesh cuts open. You see no blood come out. This is basically a non-living creature. Anything else?
That's all he can do.
All right. This turn order where we can see it. It's going to be the golem's turn next. It is going to, I guess the only attack,
Give
like,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
It's going to make 2 attacks against you, Marcel.
Crap.
That's an 11 and a 12. It
Both
rolled
missed, thank God.
really bad. It's slow and lumbering. It takes 2 big swings at you, which are able to sort of like sidestep. That training from classes is finally paying off. You're used to one-on-one combat. This is kind of your specialty. So it's lumbering, swinging it with your arms. You're keeping it at a distance. It can't really do much right now.
So yeah, guys, please, can you take care of Foreman? I'll hold him off.
You guys hear Lucian walk up and he's like, oh no. He flips through his spell book and he's like, Resta. And he holds his hand out and a wave of magic washes over the flesh golem. And then you guys watch as the magic hits it and it easily just sort of wades through it. It very easily passed its save on that one.
Oh.
And Lucian just goes, shit.
Take care of the other guy. He's actually killing people.
Gwen, that'll be you.
Gwen's going to move more into the room and next to Rosari's, and she's going to use her bonus action and put Hunter's Mark on the muscly guy.
Word.
Foreman?
Word.
Yeah.
Mr. Muscle.
And she's going to use her breath weapon.
All
She's
right.
gonna use it to hit both the golem and the dude.
Sure. Go right ahead. It's a dex save for both of them, right?
Yes.
Oh, what did I hit? I refreshed the page. My bad, people on the stream. Oopsie daisy.
I refreshed my initiative roll.
Nope. Orman definitely passes. Natural 19 plus 1. So go ahead and roll damage.
That is. Ew.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest.
Wow.
You're not gonna regret rolling low because you watch as the lightning hits the flesh golem and some of the stitches that Marcel broke open start to reform. But Orman does take a little bit of damage.
He takes 2.
Takes 2 points of damage.
And then I'm going to use my longbow on Muscle Guy.
Dick, go right ahead.
With a
Gwen,
21 to
you're gonna
hit.
Back me up. Oh,
A
he's behind.
21 does in fact hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, my rolls are ass. What the heck? Okay, 4 and then get out of the way. 2.
Oh, you hunters marked them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the hunter's mark, was the 2.
So I will let you know, just over the table, piercing damage was halved, hunter's mark was not because of the buffed hunter's mark. He's a barbarian, he's raging, so non-magical damage is halved.
Okay.
All right, bringing up our 0 initiative, Rosari.
You got this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to Orman. And I'm gonna go right here. And I'm just gonna take an attack with Ghostblade.
Sure. Smite or no smite?
So when I recounted earlier that I have used 3 spells and I have 3 spell slots.
That is correct. It is it's tough out here for a paladin.
It is tough out here for a paladin.
Tough out here for a level 4 paladin.
15 plus like 7.
Yeah, 22 hits. You're attacking Orman.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And it is +1 weapon, so I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
magical. Oh, 1 on the die plus 8. No, sorry, +7. 8 is the total.
Okay, 8 total. 8 damage. You take a slash. Orman is bigger than you, not by a ton. He's about 6'3" or so, full muscle. Take a swing, get a little cut on him. It hurt. He's still up and kicking.
I'm gonna heal myself, and as I do with lay on hands, not a spell, just
Yeah.
for the bonus action. And as I do that, I'm gonna say, "Your fight's with me, not on inanimate or unconscious people."
I will let you give me insight or investigation or even arcana if you want to see some information about him. While you're doing that, Ava, if you want to start planning out your turn, you're next.
18 on insight.
18 insight. You say that, and he, no emotion, no response. But you do get an up close and more personal look at those red veins coming out of his eyes. Every time he moves, takes an action or stuff like that, you notice them like almost flow and pulse. And that's gonna be it. Ava, that's you.
Okay. I'm popping out.
Hopping out.
And yeah, I'm gonna do a short bow on Orman.
Sure. What is your bonus to stealth?
My bonus is +8 at advantage because of the cloak.
Cool. I'm not even going to have you roll for stealth because the passive perception of both of these enemies is 9, or no, it's 10 for both.
Gotcha.
You have advantage. It's so unlikely. Go ahead and attack.
All right. Okay. So 22.
To hit. And you're attacking the flesh golem?
No, Orman.
Oh, Orman. You might need to reposition to attack him. From where you're at, you're shooting through Marcel and the flesh golem.
What about? Hold on. All right, I went 10.
I that could work. Yeah.
Right here, you think? Or I'm gonna move in anyways, but 15, 20. What about right there?
That will work. Yeah.
All right. So it was 10. And then okay, so 20 total.
20 total. So I'm gonna half that to 10 because he's raging. You take a shot, it shoots him in the like shoulder area, pierces in, some blood starts leaking out. He doesn't really respond.
All right. I am also going to bonus action and dash to get over here
Sick.
for now.
That will bring it to Leo.
Leo's gonna healing word Rosaris. As soon as I can find it. And it's one more D4, right?
Yep, one extra D4 on top of that.
I said I this robot. Oh fuck! I fucked that up. My fault.
We'll just take the first one. The first one was a 4, so 14 healing.
Yep. Yes. Good. And then I'm going to run straight to Lysilda and see if there's any way I can pull her out of this.
That's true. You didn't use an action.
It's true. What are you trying to do?
I guess untangle or whatever.
Yeah, pull her out of this contraption.
If you want to give me an action to try to get her out of these chains, I'm going to let you decide. You can either try to break them with an athletics check or try to undo them, but then you'll probably need like thieves' tools or something.
I'm gonna try to break them.
Sure. Give me an athletics check. It's going to be a fairly high DC on this. Just letting you know.
Well, shit. 15.
You make sure not to pull on her arms so as not to hurt her, but you start trying to like break the chains or pull them from the wall, and they are bolted down in there. 15 is not going to do it.
Shit. Okay, well, that's it for me right now.
Yep. While you're doing that, Orman is going to turn. He just took 2 swings at Lysilda as you guys sort of jumped him. He's not really responding a lot. He is going to attack Lysilda again. That is another hit. That is an 18.
I'm going to do Sentinel.
Go right ahead, yeah. That is 15 plus... It's a lot of damage to Lysilda.
I'll take it.
You take 25 points of damage.
Ah.
You guys watch...
To hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You guys watch as Orman takes this great axe, slams it down in her chest, carving from her neck down to her ribs. Cuts in, he pulls it out, it heals up, and then that same gash appears on Rosaris as you guys watch blood start pouring out from different parts of his armor. You're at what, like 6 health now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you get on damage?
12.
Solid. Orman is looking roughed up. You got 2 good hits on him. He's bleeding from multiple spots, but he is stuck in this attack, which he has 1 more. That's another hit.
I can't take it.
No.
I only had 2 charges.
Hey.
That brings Lysilda down to 0. Leo, right in front of your eyes as you go and try to break the chains, Orman doesn't even care. He takes another swing, cuts into Lysilda, and then you watch as her head fully droops and her body just sags as that last axe cleave hits in, and she is dropped down.
Out of curiosity, what happens if I try to use it a 3rd time?
Right now, you
I
could
only have 2 charges. I just want to know if
normally it would require a spell slot, and at this level it would already put you down. So I'm thinking it doesn't feel like there's much that you could really do on that one.
I didn't. It didn't say anything about the spell slot, so I was just trying to.
Okay, yeah. If I didn't put it on the description, it's supposed to be it has 2 charges, and if you use it more, it requires a spell slot.
Okay.
For the shield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just. I would try to use it again if I could.
Yeah. I'd say you guys definitely see Rosari's like trying to activate the shield, putting everything he has into it, but the magic just starts to falter out as he is bleeding and hurt and exhausted and tired, and the power is just not there. That brings it to Athera.
Does this guy look like he's himself? Like, I guess I've never met him, but like, does he look like he's he's being coerced to make these attacks?
If you would like to roll a check on that, I'll let both of you make it. Or actually, here's what I'll do. I'll let one of you decide investigation, insight, or arcana. One of those 3 skills. One of you roll, and I'll give both of you the answer.
Also, Marcel will definitely say, hey, we cannot kill Arpo Marin. Or we can't.
Can't kill who?
The guy. Or I killed the lady.
Orman.
Well, yeah, 'cause we need to figure out what the fuck is going
Exactly.
on. So.
If it helps, can I say like something's going on with his eyes?
Yeah, you could call that out and be like, his eyes have something on them.
Lucian, do magic stuff. Figure it out.
Can you just spell it?
Can you just spam dispel magic all over the room?
You guys called that out to Lucian. Athera, what do you want to do? Because making any sort of like real check into it will require at least a bonus action if you don't want to spend your turn fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll try. Can I attack him, but see if I can bring him down non-lethally?
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any sort of weapon that would allow you to do that, I'm all for it. I am fine with non-lethal attacks. It's not hard for you guys to target non-lethal parts of the body.
Okay. Can we say that somehow my flame blade is non-lethal?
I'll take it. You're not aiming for vital organs. You're just aiming for like limbs and stuff.
Okay, cool.
The flames cauterize the wound to stop
Yeah.
bleeding.
Yeah. So it heals them, right?
No.
Okay. 18.
That'll hit.
Where'd you go?
Picking Mr. Stinky Butt.
Yeah, he decided to come visit.
Stinky man.
He is a stinky boy.
That's 10 points of fire.
Sick. That brings him down really low. You guys watch as Orman is like, trying to walk a little bit, but his feet just aren't there. He's stumbling and hurt, bleeding from multiple spots. Now he has burn marks all over his like arm. He's pretty badly hurt.
I am going to. Oof. I don't know if this is stupid or not. No, I'll just stay there.
All right.
I'm done.
If you're done, that takes it to Marcel.
Yeah, Marcel will continue fighting this thing, just making sure this thing is focused on him.
Yep, go for it. Give me some attacks.
All right. I get a +2 because
Yep.
time is there.
Rosarius is right there.
That doesn't matter because I rolled a nat 1.
So you guys know how ability checks a nat 20 doesn't automatically mean success? This thing has a 9 armor class. Even if you roll a nat 1, you technically still hit it.
Oh, okay.
So I will just say, if you would like to take that, it will just mean that you don't have a bonus action this turn.
Okay, sure.
That way it's still a little bit punishing, but it's still following the mechanics of the game that we have set in. I think if you have a good enough bonus to hit, even on a nat 1, your character can still hit.
Then that would be 11 damage.
All right. -3. This thing is slowly getting whittled down. It is looking pretty hurt. I say pretty hurt. It's at about 2/3 health.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's going to bring it to its turn. It's going to take another 2 attacks at you. We'll see if it hits this time. That is an 8 and a 12 for 15 and 19.
Oh. Okay. The 15 hits and a 19 hits. The first attack, Marcel will use his last spell slot to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, yeah, go for it. I'll roll the dex save. Just go ahead and roll damage.
Please damage the motherfucker.
9 plus...
That's 30 damage.
Damn.
Nice.
9 plus 12 is 21. You are going to take 29 points of damage as this thing pounds 2 fists into your chest and face. Huge blows. You feel your bones like creak underneath the force of this thing. It is strong. It's going to roll a dex save, which it fails miserably, and it immediately engulfed in flame. Huge damage from Marcel there. You guys watch as the flame sears parts of the skin, and then this thing starts reacting and twitching and jerking. That's going to bring it to Lucian.
Oh, boy.
In which Lucian is going to be like, all right, I'll try it again. He's going to try to cast Hold Person on Oramin. He's going to make a wisdom save. And Oramin, what is his wisdom? It is a +0. Lucian's spell save DC. He meets it exactly. So again, this wave of like pink energy starts to wash over Oramin, and it tries to take hold. No effect. In which case, Oramin just kind of no reaction, shrugs it off, and you hear Lucian just swearing under his breath like, shit. Gwen, that brings it back to you.
Okay. Gwen's gonna move across the room towards where Ava is, and then she's going to shoot Muscle Man. She's gonna try to do it non-lethally.
All right. Yeah, we'll say you don't target like neck or torso.
Aim for his little feet.
Aim for trying to pin him to the floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, first hit is 18.
That hits.
All right, that is 11 damage.
That is already enough to bring him down.
Okay.
So you guys watch as Gwen takes a shot. I'm going to say somewhere probably in like the thigh or the arm area. You shoot at Orman, who's already like kind of off of his feet and not really doing very well. It hits him, and then he falls unconscious and like falls to the ground. A little bit of blood still seeping out of him. He's knocked out, and he's not just going to like die immediately, but if he doesn't get attention sometime in the near future, he could very well die. But for now, he's good.
I guess I'll use my second shot on the icky guy.
Icky guy.
Icky. All right, that is 10.
That'll hit.
Okay. 7 damage.
Cool.
I mean, that's the end of my turn.
Rounded up.
Unless,
Cool.
would I be able to move Hunter's Mark on him? Because
It's a bonus action.
the other, well, I just don't know if it's like something I can only do if I lethally kill something.
Nah, I'll let it be.
Okay.
I'm almost tempted to say I don't understand that restriction. I would be willing to say you could move Hunter's Mark just as a bonus action.
Okay, I'll move it then.
So you move Hunter's Mark. Do you want to go ahead and roll Hunter's Mark damage then? For that?
Sure. What a nice DM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 6 damage, baby. Let's go.
I'm such a nice DM. Hey, Lucilda's fucking dead. Rosaris, that brings it to you.
I'm just gonna see Orman go down. Leo, you got Lasoda?
Yes.
Okay.
I got
I'm
that.
gonna turn and see a disgusting back in front of me, and I'm gonna take a large swing at it.
Go right ahead.
I know I hit. I rolled an 8 on the die. I have like +7.
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
So 7 plus 8, 15 damage.
15.
And it's a magical sword.
Yep.
That does anything.
You take a huge slash. Some of the parts start like not decomposing, but like falling apart. The stitches start to break, and this thing is starting to like dissipate and lose some of the force holding it together. It's gonna really hurt.
I'm just gonna heal myself a little bit for my bonus action again, and I'll be done.
Thick. Ava, that brings it to you.
Alright. I'm just gonna hit it with the +1 short sword.
Go right ahead. Roll me an attack.
So 11 plus all the other stuff, so
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
so 9 and 8.
So 17 points of damage
Yeah.
to this thing. It is going to be halved to 9. That is just enough to take it down. What does it look like as Ava runs up? Or actually, no, because it's that magical short sword, right?
It is.
Yeah, plenty of damage. What does it look like as you run up and finish this thing off?
She runs up and just sees parts falling off and just kind of goes for the neck.
So you're gonna like cut through the neck or something?
I'm gonna decapitate.
There we go.
Sick. You run up. This thing is already like kind of falling apart and losing all of the stitching that's holding it together. You go up and you slash, and then the magic just completely fails. All of these body parts just crumple into a pile, and it falls apart. Last enemy's dead. Lucilda is bleeding out on the ground.
Gwen's gonna try to get Echo out.
I'm going over. I'll help her.
Sure.
Ow.
All right.
Can I try and just cut the chains with my flame sword?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an attack roll. What's
Can I
that?
try the other one with my axe?
Yeah.
Marcel's gonna look for a damn key.
Marcel, go ahead. Give me an investigation check.
He doesn't see a key because he rolled a 5.
Yeah, probably not.
Or no.
Or nor.
Is
Or
this
ignore
that
it.
still chained up too?
Yes.
I could try to lock, or can I lock pick that? Let's try it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you can try.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on Lucilda?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll healing for that.
Can I take out some rope and start tying up Orman's entire body?
No, wait. Oh, you don't have to do it, Versailles. Marcel pulls out a piece of rope. Now tangle him. Arm is magically tangled up with the rope. I bought that.
Oh yeah.
You are right. All right, Orman is tied up. I'll say you guys move him a little bit out of the way. 21 healing. Leo, you walk up to Lucilda, who is crumpled, hanging against the wall, her chest completely severed open. You put your hand on her and you focus. We've established that Leo is a pacifist who comes from the most violent church known to the world, I guess. how does Leo channel like healing magic in this? Like, what is he thinking? Does he pray to Corteus? Give me a little bit of information.
I think Leo does pray to Corteus, but I don't think he's asking to like strike true or anything like that. It's everything that he prays about is nonviolent. So it's just mostly strength and guidance.
You pray for strength and guidance to the god most known for using violence to end evil in the world. You cast Cure Wounds and your magic washes over Lysilda, and it does not hold and take effect. She is sitting there. The wounds don't close up. She does not heal.
I'm sorry, what?
She's dead. But hey, David, will you go into Whisper for just a quick second?
Yes.
Everyone, whisper party.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yup.
Everybody can
guys.
go okay.
As you are casting this spell, obviously Cure Wounds did not hold with Lysilda. You hear a little voice in the back of your head that tells you, just whispering, lightly, flowing, elegant. It says, take one of the diamonds. Use it. I'll give you the help you need.
Athera's got the bag of holding.
Yeah. I'll pull Natalie in here for just a second. Hi, Natalie.
Athera, I need a diamond right now.
Mm,
I'm here.
Called.
All right.
What the fuck?
Everybody else, you can still continue in this, but as of right now, Leo is calling out to Athera that he needs a diamond.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Leaving.
Well, okay. I just tried to chop the chains. So
Yeah,
I'm
we'll say
assuming
that
happened.
you guys cut the chain successfully. Ava is over there. I'm just going to say no rolls necessary. You successfully lockpick one of her arms out as Leo's trying to heal Isilda. It didn't work, and you hear Leo calling out to Athera.
I'll run it over and pull a diamond out of the bag of holding and hand it to him.
I'm gonna take the diamond.
So, Leo, you know about the Revivify spell. It's very basic cleric stuff. Like every cleric with the capability to cast Revivify should cast Revivify, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the spell, but you know the motions. Do you want to attempt to cast it?
Yes.
You hold the diamond in one hand. You close your eyes again, thinking still, like, give me guidance and strength. You place another hand on Lysilda, and you feel the diamond sort of whittle away and magically crumble to dust and disappear as Lysilda's wounds begin to close up a little bit, still leaving massive scars and broken tissue, but her eyes snap open and she breathes really heavy, just... And that is where we'll end the session. Other than me kicking everybody out one more time.
What the?
Hey, David,
Yes.
you can level up to level 5, but that 5th level has to be Warlock.
Oh, that's fucking lit. All right, word.
All right, so I'm not telling anybody else. This is just between you, me, and the people watching.
Okay, word.
An app.
Good night, y'all.